What is up, San Antonio Spurs fans? Welcome to TSR Sports. Hey, Victor Wembanyama, the February Western Conference Rookie of the Month, getting the award right now. Hope you all had a wonderful Tuesday. If I'm a little out of it, I'm a bit under. I'm actually a lot under the weather. It turns out really hit me tonight. So we'll do my best to stay positive and cheerful and fight through the pain for the Houston Rockets, fighting our San Antonio Spurs. The Spurs will be out without Keldon Johnson tonight. The Rockets will be without Şengün, who watched Alpe's injury about 5 minutes ago. Looked pretty nasty. Not going to be out for the season as far as I know. Looks like he really dodged a very serious injury, so best of luck to him. But best of luck to our Spurs tonight. Coming to the game 14-51. The Rockets coming in 29-35. It's a battle for Texas. Good evening, Mari, Spur of the Moment, John Doe, J Money, Anthony, Benjamin. Yeah, go Spurs, go indeed. Wemby's good to go tonight. I did not think he would play the back-to-back, but lo and behold, here we are. He's playing. Keldon's out with he's got the poops, apparently. Stomach bug? I don't know. I was looking at some breakdowns of last night's game, and apparently the Barlow-Wemby lineup didn't really quite work, so they're still trying to feel each other out, and Barlow's out of position quite a bit, playing power forward instead of center, so that's going to be a work in progress. Of course, the Spurs fans that are hoping that we lose more games and finish as close to the bottom as we can, then having him in there, Wemby is a good thing. How about the double-double rookie leader? Victor Wembanyama, 34 double-doubles, including 8 straight. Number 2 is Chet Holmgren at 18. Wemby has almost double the amount of Chet, and I'm guessing he's probably played less games, and he's certainly been on a minutes restriction. Pretty darn impressive. Ron, a good evening to you. Van Fleet, Green, Thompson, Green. So both Greens. Oh boy, that's going to be confusing. What's up, Daniel? Greg, good evening, Richard the Fair, Miss TSR, the Lionheart, and Bear the Bulk, like the Incredible Bulk. Julian Gospers, go to you. Jamal, good evening. Son of Scar, I saw emotionally recovered from that. You know, Son of Scar, I saw some pictures posted on the Spurs Facebook page. That probably should have been an offensive foul. I forgot who it was that dunked on Wemby. It was that guy with 3 names, something Jackson. I forgot his name. But he was grabbing Wemby's arm that Wemby was going up to block with and pushed it away. That's an offensive foul most of the time. And it didn't get called. So yes, Wemby got postered, but he also had his arm grabbed. There's a lot of still pictures that you can see around online that probably should have been an offensive foul, and the refs missed it. I don't think the Spurs had any more challenges, and that's why they didn't. Brooks, okay. So let me check the starting line. Van Fleet, Green. All right, so Ahmed Thompson's in the starting lineup. Okie dokie. Maybe we'll see Boban tonight. And the former Spurs legends, Jocelyn Jale and Boban. Cam Whitmore, by the way, is out as well for the Rockets. He's out for a couple weeks, I believe. So Rockets without 2 of their 2 guys that have really been contributing to the team. I'm constantly telling people, Chet ain't all that. He's going to be a solid pro. He's very comparable to Rafael LaFrentz statistically. Time will tell. Bonjour, bonjour tout le monde. Allez les Spurs. I'm sure that was terrible. Good evening, Isabel. Van Fleet, Green, Brooks, Thompson, and Smith Jr. All right, got it. Dr. Phil, good evening. Go Spurs, go to you. Go TS Bear. He's not here, but he'll be staying with me in about 3 weeks' time. And yes, a win tonight would feel good after last night's loss. I was talking to Miss TSR today, and I'm just stumped on how we get Wemby and Vassell back last night and lose to the Warriors when we didn't have either of them Saturday night and beat them. Put my agua up over here so I can reach it a little bit later. Love from the build. Oh, okay, Christian, thank you for stopping in. It was a 30-6 run. I know you were at the game last night, Phil. That third quarter must have been hard to watch because we looked so good in the first quarter. Didn't look great in the second quarter, but had the lead going into the half. And then the third quarter, team was totally derailed. Good evening, Jorge. Dom needs to work with... Well, Dom played power forward last night, which is out of position for him. So, well, he was out of position at times in the game. So, going to be a work in progress. And too bad Şengün is out. I wanted to see how Wemby would get up. Yeah, to see how you would do, after you got, let's just call it what it is, pretty much owned the last time you played this player. How do you respond? Do you come out? tentative, or do you just go in full attack mode and try to get revenge? Grant me the revenge. That's fair, Greg. Good evening, Mark the Gamer. Hurricane Megan, thank you for stopping in. Appreciate you all being here. By the way, if you haven't hit the thumbs up, please do so fast, frequent, nutritious, and delicious. And it looks like this. Go, Spurs, go! Go, Spurs, go! What's up, Mr. Z? Gang's all here. Selena, say hi to the gang. When you're ready, come and get it. By the gang, I mean you guys. Man, Goo in the house, as always, running the scoreboard, running the clock, and just keeping things in check. And, of course, Baby Coyote, watching the game as always, and hoping for a Spurs win, and for you all, a boop. Boop. Oh, he needs some revenge, Mari. Got me some revenge. Guy, good evening to you. I didn't realize it was a 30-6 run. I thought I heard somewhere that maybe there was a 19-0 run. Whatever it was just bad last night. Fred VanVleet, Jalen Green on attempts, and Dylan Brooks, and they took it down. DeBrice Smith Jr., I believe, is the other person starting for the Rockets. For the Spurs, Chetty Osman is out and Kellen Johnson is out. So somebody going to have to step up off the bench. Last night, we had some guys kind of struggle that really performed Saturday night. Barlow was one that we talked about already. Malachi Branham had been on a roll. 3 games, I believe, 20 points or more. And then last night, a stinker, 1 of 8 from the field. So somebody going to have to step up for the Spurs to win. It can't just be, Wemby taking 25 shots again. I don't think that's going to be the key to victory tonight. It needs to be a balanced attack. Wemby will get his 20 points, 10 boards, 3-4 blocks, whatever. But other people are going to have to contribute. We're going to need a lot more of a sell. Hopefully his hip is not still bothering him because he missed Saturday night's game. Time will tell. Actually, we'll be able to tell in a couple minutes. Brooks on Wemby. But didn't Brooks defend Wemby pretty good last time he was on him? And the Rockets were setting off a lot on their defense and having the double ready for Wemby. So will he do the same thing tonight? Go Spurs and Dave Gio. Homer, we did not win yet because the game hasn't started yet. TG1, I did a short on it. If you want my thoughts, if you want to call them that, it's more of a rage short, if you will. But it's in the New York Giants playlist. And about just 30 seconds of me just not happy, I guess, would be the best way to put it. A Devontae Graham sighting will be interesting. Şengün messed up his ankle and knee, Jay, in the last the Rockets game against the Kings. I think the Rockets lost that game. He was going for a block near the end of the game. I think there was like a minute and 15 seconds left, give or take, and landed awkwardly, messed up his knee, messed up his ankle, or just messed up his whole darn leg, and was wheelchaired out of there. He had to go out in a wheelchair, so he was in bad shape. All right, there's Wemby. They're announcing him in the starting lineup, so he's definitely playing. Breaking news, my Cowboys still suck at free agency. Breaking news, the Giants are just going to suck in general next season. We signed Drew Lock. Was that our big move, Drew Lock? We did that today? I didn't even know he was still in the NFL. Rich, who's better to fall at 8 on the draft? Reed Shepard or Steph Castle? There's no way I can't not say Stephen Castle, Mark the Gamer. Miss TSR Sports is a UConn fan, and really see where I'm going with that. Yeah, JB, I don't take any pleasure in seeing a player get injured. Even if I don't like the team, even if I don't like the player, for maybe something, I don't know, for whatever reason, I just don't like the player. Maybe they're a dirty player, and I just don't like the way they play. You don't want to wish injuries on somebody. That being said, if a dirty player elbow, like Karl Malone, remember when he elbowed David Robinson way back in the day and actually knocked him out? If he got a return elbow in that same game, I might not feel so bad. But I wouldn't want it to be anything serious. Just you got us, here's one back. We the ones. Good evening to you. Hey, Beavis. Alan Thompson, Dylan Brooks, Jabari Smith Jr., Jalen Green, Fred VanVleet for the Rockets. Just to reiterate, since they're showing it here again on my TV, Udoka, the head coach of the Rockets, if that sounds familiar. And for the Spurs, Champagny, Sohan, Wembanyama, Vassell, and Jones. I'm still not a big fan of this starting lineup, but it is what we got this year. I saw Patty went there. I thought, that'd be a chance he'd come here. But I was hoping there'd be a chance he came here, i.e. San Antonio. But I figured he'd probably go to a team that's a contender, and the Heat certainly are. Players are on the court. And away we go. Rockets going to be going kind of small tonight. I guess Jabari Smith Jr. going to play center? I'm kind of confused what's going to happen here with... Well, we'll find out. Champagne's probably starting the rest of the year. No minutes restriction. All right, thank you, Rico. Appreciate it. Yes, Greg, smash that thumbs up, and it is Jabari Smith Jr. jump ball against Wemby, and Wemby's got a nice little height advantage. Ironically enough, both these players are on the thumbnail. Spurs win the jump ball. Let's see if the Spurs can get it going here in front of the home crowd tonight. Jeremy Sutton with White now for San Antonio. Spins around, drives in the paint, out to Champagnie. Champagnie with the three from the wing. That's a miss. And it is Rockets ball. It's true, J Money, but he also has ties to the Spurs. That pull-up three is no good for the Rockets. Sohan will bring it up for the Spurs. Drops it off to Wemby. Wemby rifles it over to Champagnie. Champagnie will think about the three and finally dump it into Wemby. Wemby spins into the post, gets double teamed. Throws it back out to Devin Vassell. Vassell will drive into the paint. Kicks it out to Trey Jones for three. Nope. And then Jeremy Sohan flies in. Boom! Shakalaka!
Thunder Dunk of Justice.
Dustin, thank you so much for the $5 super chat. He says, any thoughts on Barber calling out Barkley for not being loyal to G-Men? Go Spurs, go. Now, isn't Tiki Barber the one that talked trash about the Giants way back in the day? And Eli would never win a Super Bowl. So, honestly, Tiki Barber, I really haven't... Whatever. I mean, is the problem that Barkley wasn't loyal to the G-Men, or the G-Men weren't loyal to Barkley? They did not give him a contract and let him walk in free agency. He has the right to sign with whoever he wants, and he signed with the Eagles. They were willing to pay him. Maybe nobody else was, and that's where he went. Oops, that's a three for the Rockets. Up 3-2. And Devin Vassell whipped the ball over to Trey Jones. Nope, now he took a three, back to a two. Make up your mind. Wemby now with the ball in the paint, throws it out to Trey Jones. Jones with another pull-up three. Dre's going to have to hit those tonight. They're going to double-team Wemby at will, I think. Double-teamed and triple-teamed. And yes, Greg, Jeremy is a great finisher at the rim when he's dunking. When he's laying upping, he's not doing too well. That pull-up J is good by Jalen Green, 5-4. Much better finisher when he's dunking. And it was a nice offensive rebound dunk. Just immediately flew through there, caught the ball while in there, and threw it down. I'd like to see more of that from him. Sohan trying to get the ball into Wemby. Wemby now with the ball. The double teams at the right. Nope. Switch gets it to Sohan in the paint. Sohan can't keep the pass, and that's a turnover for the Spurs. On the break, I've been touching with the dunk. Sorry. I didn't mention at the start of the stream, I've been under the weather, and I still am. So the struggle. Wow, Wemby dribbled through his legs, then gets it over to Champagnie. 12 on the shot clock. Champagnie's going to launch the corner three. Hey, he made it! All right, that's a good start. Four guys are hitting threes. That's a good start. I'm sorry, I'm rubbing my eye a lot. Struggle's real. Rockets ball. Jabari Smith Jr. drives in the paint. Turnaround, spin around Jay. Back rim, no good. Wemby with the rebound. Spurs up 8-6 with a little under 9 minutes to go. Wemby takes off up the court and loses the ball. It's going to be out of bounds and still with the Spurs. Oh, turnovers absolutely just kill us. One of my least favorite things to say on this channel is another turnover by the Spurs. They're showing the Sohan putback. Very nice. I don't mind seeing that again. Alley-oop to Wemby. Can't convert it. He is going to get fouled by Fred VanVleet. Free J, it's okay, man. I'll make it through the stream. The struggle might be real, but I'll get through it. I'm going to be rubbing my eye a lot, apparently. Competitive game so far. Non-shooting foul. My apologies. Trey Jones drives in the paint, pulls up, throws it up, and in. And Trey Jones being more aggressive tonight than he normally is, which is a good thing because he's been very shy in taking shots the last few games. And sure, I don't want him out there launching 20 shots. And now a steal by Trey Jones. Off on the break, gets into the paint. Layup good. Trey playing with a little oof tonight. Rico, I'd be up for that. I think we have an agreement, Isabel, that the only quarters that should count for the Spurs are the first and fourth. Second and third don't count. Machine 78, good evening to you. Jalen Green for 3, no good. Spurs ball. Trey Jones will bring it up. Spurs up 12-6 with under 8 minutes to go. Over to Champagny. Champagny's going to start to drive. Out to Trey Jones. Jones with another 3. That one's no good. Lucas Samanic got to start tonight. Keep me posted on how he plays. That was an ugly-looking three-point shot by Dylan Brooks. What awkward form. It did not go in. Spurs ball. Vassell back to Champagny, over to Sohan, wheel it around to Trey Jones. Jones going to drive, get it back to Sohan. Sohan, thought about the 3 for a second, drives in the pink, it's double team. Instead throws it up off the glass, and a tough shot, and it went in. That Germany was all sorts of out of control there, but he converted and made the bucket. And yes, we do need an aggressive approach. Pedal to the metal tonight. Spurs up 14-6. Dylan Brooks drives on Wemmy, pull-up jumper. Nice job. Wait, Luka's been starting for 3 weeks now? J Money, I had no idea. Nobody had mentioned before on the channel. Alley-oop to Wemby.
Thunder dunk of justice.
Good morning, sure now. Yes, Mr. Z, go Spurs, go to you as well. That pull-up 3 is no good by Green. Spurs ball. 16-8. Wemby with the ball. Starts to drive, gets right by Brooks, and then gets it to Trey Jones. Jones with the layup, and a great start right now for Trey Jones. Spurs up 18-8. You miss all the shots you don't shoot. Well, that's the factual statement. I just realized, yes, I don't have, where the players at? There we go. Apparently I need to refresh this sometimes. I didn't even notice. My bad. We got him up now. Trey Jones with 9 points already in the first quarter. Wemby with 2 points, 3 boards, and 3 assists. So point Wemby tonight. The old point Wemby. Hey, whatever. Whatever works, right? Randy, good evening to you. Rockets fan, thank you for stopping in. Vincent, greetings from Colombia. Wemby update, 5 minutes, 2 points, 3 rebounds, 3 assists, 1 turnover. We are 2 games in front of those dastardly Hornets. If we get another win, it's cutting it close, but beating the Rockets is always nice. Listen, we have a pretty tough schedule the rest of the year. I don't see us winning a lot of games. I think we play the Pistons the last game of the year. And the rest of the schedule, I think when I talked to you guys last when we were looking over it, maybe 4 or 5 more wins, and it's going to be a tight race. I still think they might finish the 3rd worst team in the NBA. Of course, if the Hornets don't win another game, period, then everything could change there. I'm smelling a triple-double, too. Ah, yes. Smells like a triple-double, right? Smell like a triple-double? Okay, thought so. He's thinking triple-double, right? Triple-double. Good morning, John. Good morning, Jordan John. Good morning, Vietnam. Anybody? No? Trey with the triple-double tonight. Trey Young. Trey Jones. So I see, don't forget, Trey Jones is TRE, so if he split TRAE, somebody thinking you're talking about Trey Young, but he could have a big game. He isn't out for the season. Ouch. I saw he was hurt. I didn't know he was out for the year. No talking about collapses, Switchblade. No collapses. No collapses. We're going to Chuck Norris the Rockets tonight in the battle for Texas. I'm sorry, I keep rubbing my eye. I'm sure it's annoying. I don't know why I looked at my finger. There's nothing on it. I'm rubbing my eye. Anyway, let's get back to the game. Both my eyes are killing me. Oof. These contacts are not my friend. Showing a little replay of Wemby with the pick and roll with Trey Jones. The Wemby drive right around Dylan Brooks. Not a big Dylan Brooks fan. Zips right by him. They're showing Fred VanVleet getting ready to assist in covering Wemby, and then a nice pass to Trey Jones. Jones with the layup. I think Wemby's coming out of the game. Yeah, Wemby's out of the game. Whoops. Didn't need that again. Wemby's out of the game. Collins is in, and hopefully the Spurs can maintain the lead. Malachi Branham's also checked in. Need him to play way better than he did last night. Van Fleet for 3. Rattles it around and in. 7 blocks. That's kind of a lot. Good evening, Cowboy X Factor. I'm glad the Coyote video cheered you up. That's why I did it. It's maybe loosely. Wow, Sewing with an airball 3. Somebody want to say, I thought you were doing only sports content on the channel. Coyote is a Spurs mascot. And to me, that's sports content. Good evening, yes, Thirsty. Walking the dog, walking the dog, walking the dog. Spurs legend Jacqueline Dale's in the game. Fred VanVleet drops another 3. Oh boy, and Pop's going to call time. Yep, Pop's calling a timeout. Fred VanVleet just heating it up right now. I wouldn't mind seeing Boban in the game. You never know. He might get him on in there. Fred VanVleet heating up though. Heating up. He's not on fire yet. You got to hit 3 shots in a row to be on fire. Yeah, right. Not again. We were just up by 10, and just like that, we're actually up by more than that. Yeah, 10. Now we're up by 4. How quickly the lead goes away. No, he was in my bedroom, Cowboy X Factor. I didn't even catch the basement comment. In my bedroom. I have some comic books in my bedroom, so that's probably why it looks like a basement. Good evening, SOS. I wonder if when Wemmy goes out, the Spurs tighten up thinking they have to do too much. I don't know what, I mean, he's our best defensive player, already our best offensive player, best all-around player, so when he leaves the game, it certainly changes that dynamic on the floor, offensively and defensively. That being said, whether Wemby's out there or not, you still got to play your best basketball, and our team's been incredibly inconsistent all year. Good evening, Spurs fan. Lyrical News, thank you for stopping in. Shernal, the Spurs definitely are not the same team when Wemby's not out there. Wemby started off pretty good. Lyrical News, 2 points, 3 rebounds, 3 assists. Very good chance at a triple-double tonight. San Antonio Hotspur, thank you for stopping in. Johnny Reynolds, thank you for stopping in. Oh, you said that, Edgar? No, it's my bedroom. So what you saw in there were my comic books. If you look close, there's a storage box for Hulk. So there's some comics in my bedroom. And then on my bed is a box of a 4,000 count box, I think, of Magic the Gathering right behind Coyote. Yeah, I'm a nerd. I checked when the last game the Spurs really collapsed. It was December 31st versus the Celtics by 33 points. In January, only big loss was game 44 against OKC. We lost by 26. So we're getting better. What are you saying? And I think we are, Isabel. Slowly but surely. Hey, Vanica, thank you for stopping in. The Rockets are close to being a playoff team, but I think it said they were like 8 games under 500. So I would imagine they're not in the play-in as it stands right now. Let's go, Spurs, go to you, Starboss. If you haven't hit the thumbs up, by the way, make sure you hit the thumbs up. It does help the channel. And if you're new here, we are an awesome San Antonio Spurs community, very passionate about the team. We cover almost every single game live, also do a lot of analysis videos, have some fun here, trolling the Giants and other NFC East teams, and just, a real cool place to be. So make sure to like and subscribe. Go, Spurs, go! Go, Spurs, go! In the last 10 games, the Spurs have never lost by more than 19. I didn't know that. Lyrical News, I look rested, but I actually feel kind of I'm still struggling from not getting much sleep on the weekend. And when you're not getting sleep, your body's immune system breaks down. And I was very not feeling well this morning. And I felt okay throughout the day for the most part, but it's starting to hit me again. That's why I keep seeing me rubbing my eyes. I'm just very out of it right now. Hopefully I get back into it. Like the Spurs, get back into it. I don't say okay all the day. Actually, it was kind of on and off. Wow, I just jumped ahead like 15 seconds when I hit my stream button. So I don't know what happened. The Spurs are still up 18-14, but my clock is a little behind. We'll get that fixed. This NBA app sometimes just drama crazy. Fred VanVleet's going to take off into the paint. Goes to the top. Oh, we didn't get hammered. Thompson gets hammered. He's going to go to the line for 2. We'll get our clock correct. A good one would be nice. Odyssey. Oh, no. Salt 77. I'm sorry, man. Come on, man. First free throw was good for Thompson. Blake Wesley checking in for the Spurs. Man, he's been playing. I like what I'm seeing at Blake Wesley this year. Can he be a starting point guard in the NBA? Time will tell. I think yes, if he can work on two things in particular: his free throw shooting, which hasn't been very good, and his 3-point shooting. Both are not very good. And you're going to really need to step that up, I think, in today's day and age to be a starting point guard in the NBA. Defensively, he's getting there. He's showing the ability to finish at the rim. Just had some other things he needs to work on in his game. Brandon with the ball over to Wesley. Wesley, pick and roll with Zach Collins. Back to Brandon. He's going to take a straight up three. In and out. Zach Collins with the offensive board. Back to Wesley. Wesley thinks about a three for about a half second. Malachi Branham shooting woes. Hopefully not going to continue into this game. Collins spins all sorts around in the paint. Gets blocked by Jacques Landau. But we're going to have a foul. 10-point lead disappeared way too fast. Tommy, I agree. Let's get a win tonight. What up, Odyssey? Yeah, Measy, that's definitely his move. Good or bad, that's his move. Collins first free throw, good. I've been thinking about this. How are the games impacting your life? You seem to be cool. If we lose or when you spend a good day. Yeah, I mean, it doesn't affect me negatively too much. It does suck to see the team lose, of course, as a fan. It does give me, it's another gut punch as a content creator where when the season started, the live streams are pulling in 6,000 to 10,000 views, and now we're about half that. And while I don't do content specifically reviews, I still like to get views. It's very exciting when you have 400 people watching, 500 people or more, and you can just see the energy's there. And then with the team losing, the energy just slowly fades away. And that's probably the hardest thing as a Spurs fan and a content creator is seeing the less energy in the live streams, because it's like when they're on an 18-game losing streak, it's hard to be excited about the team when they're playing that bad. Brandon cuts in the paint and gets the layup good. And then just doing videos where you have to address problems with the team. I try not to do too many of those, but you have to, or I'd have nothing to talk about. Van Fleet pull up jumper good. But otherwise, my personal life is great. I try to separate the YouTube channel from it as much as I can, as far as how it affects me emotionally. Although I would say last week, Lyrical News, last week was the roughest week I had on this channel, where Zach Collins with a thunder dunk of justice.
Thunder dunk of justice.
Well, not happy with the Jeremy Soin point guard experiment, admittedly. Last week was tough as a YouTuber, not because of the Spurs, but because of the Giants. I'll share real quick with you guys. I had, for whatever reason, I had been really OCD about keeping only content on the channel that I was doing. What I mean by that is I used to cover UFC on here. I stopped covering UFC. And instead of just leaving those old videos up, I deleted them all. Well, the same thing was with the Giants. I've switched to doing shorts with the Giants. And I deleted like 8 videos 10 days ago, maybe. And sure enough, somebody clipped one of those videos, a 2-year-old reaction to Evan Neal being drafted by the Giants and the Jets getting Sauce Gardner. And me and my buddy kind of were very happy to get Evan and laughed at the Jets for taking Sauce, which now looks bad. But somebody clipped that and went viral. Was shared by Sauce Gardner. Bleacher Report reached it. Whoa! Blake Wesley flying in the paint. He just throws down the dunk.
Thunder dunk of justice.
That boy's really learning how to finish well. Anyway, Bleacher Report reached out to me and asked if they could share the original video, and I deleted it a week before. So that was soul crushing. I have been speaking with Bleacher Report. They said they'll take a Jeremy Soin with the layup in the paint. They'll take a Jeremy Soin with the layup in the paint. They'll take a re-upload. So I've re-uploaded it, let them know. Haven't heard back from them yet. We'll see what happens. I didn't even hit the rim on my phone. Oh, you didn't hit the rim? What? You didn't hit the rim? Thank you, Mr. Scott Crutch. But lesson learned. Pull-up jumper, that is good for Aaron Holiday. If you're a YouTube content creator, never delete content. Even if it's not doing well, you never know what's going to happen a year later, 2 years later, 3 years later, especially with draft reaction videos. And I have some regrets. I can't change what is. I wish I kept up, the UFC stream with my buddy OGR Sports. It was Connor versus Khabib. We went live for that. And that would actually be the biggest live stream on the channel if it wasn't deleted. We had over 200,000 views on that live stream. And I wish it was still here. I should have just made a UFC playlist, put in there. I no longer cover the UFC, but here are the previous reactions and left it on the channel of, bad decisions. I've made the decision. We'll never, ever delete something on this channel again. Like a little Coyote Boop video I put up today. If that thing only finishes with 50 views for the next 50 years, who cares? Just leave it there. Exactly, Keith. Keep everything. A Sugar J Cherry, they wanted the reaction of me and OGR Sports reacting to Evan Neal being available for the Spurs because the Jets drafted Sauce Gardner at 4 in 2022. So the video sat there for almost 2 years with 1,300 views. Nobody cared about it. Less than a week after I delete it, Bleacher Report wants it. Jabari Smith Jr., pull-up jumper, no good. We are about a minute 15. Spurs are up 30-24. They are in the bonus. Sohan with the ball out and three-point land. Starts to drive, gets into the paint. And we'll pass it back out to Zach Collins over to Malachi Branham. Branham's going to take the pull-up J. Short, no good. Rockets ball. Down 30-24. We have a drive, and that wasn't a shot. That was Jeff Green with what felt like a throw at the rim. And now bodies are hitting the floor, and the Spurs will come away with it. 40 seconds to go. Brandon Mountain three-point land. Back over to Devin Vassell. Vassell over to Sohan. 6 on the shot clock for the Spurs. Sohan's going to drive in the paint and forgot the ball. Just literally was dribbling and forgot the ball. Junior drives in the paint. Jabari Smith Jr. gets rejected by Zach Collins. Zach playing some rim protection. All right, I've been missing stuff in the chat, so let's see what I'm missing. I took local news. I took it very hard that day because I've been on YouTube for 18 years, and to get noticed by Bleacher Report and have, I don't know if I mentioned, Sauce Gardner actually posted on his Twitter the video of me and OGR Sports laughing at his pick, and 1.5 million people watched the video, apparently. At least 1.5 million views on Twitter on that one day. So can say TSR Sports and OGR Sports went viral. I mean, that's really cool. Jalen Green misses a 3 from the corner. And the Spurs have the ball. And that's all I'm going to say, because when I say the other thing, it doesn't go well. I'm missing a lot in the chat. We'll get to that in between the first and second quarter. Vassell with the runner in the paint, no good. Van Fleet with the long 3/4 of court 3 off the backboard, no good. And the Spurs are going to take a 6-point lead in the quarter number 2. Of course, that means nothing if we don't maintain that lead. So we'll see what happens. Let me put Q2 up, and then let me get through some of the chats I've been missing. My apologies. All right. Not millions, Mick. I think 1.5 million. I haven't checked how many people have seen it, and it might be up to 2 million. I don't know. It's still cool, but nobody knows it was TSR Sports or OGR Sports because our logos weren't in the video. We weren't tagged. We were just, two random bonehead Giants fans. Tommy 401, let's go Rockets. Thank you for stopping in. Victor, who's your mama? Don't get dunked like the other night. Hey, listen, that was an offensive foul last night. In fairness, how many Super Bowls have the Jets won since Sauce was drafted? The Jets haven't won a Super Bowl in my lifetime, Edgar. And I'm 46. TSR is old, and they haven't won in my lifetime. They last won in, what, 69 or 70? Shernal, we have 3 first-round picks, but one of them is definitely not going to convey. We have the Hornets. That is, I think it's lottery protected, just 1 through 14 protected. We have the Raptors pick, which is top 6 protected, and then our own pick, which hopefully will be a top 3 pick. Mick, so how the video went up viral, somebody did a compilation of draft reactions from the video in 2022, the same week mine posted, probably the same night, and somebody clipped it from that. They didn't clip it from mine, they clipped it from that. So I actually took the clip from that person's video and put it back on the channel. I figured you can't copyright me and say, well, I had the video on my channel because that video on their channel came from my channel to begin with. It has my logo on it, and it's me in it. It's clearly me. So good luck copywriting me. You didn't get the video on your own. You took it from me, clearly. So there shouldn't be any problems with that. You're playing games, TSR. When was the last time you reached out? I haven't talked to him in... One, I don't get that you're playing games. I I don't think we've worked together in a year and a half. I haven't worked with anybody. I had a bad experience with another San Antonio Spurs channel, not him. So nobody go running over there and start spreading rumors, please. And essentially, it was agreed upon to work with the channel and do certain content with the channel. And unbeknownst to me, I was removed from being part of this group. I wasn't told. I just found out when I went to their website, and I was no longer on there anymore. I was like, okay. And I think a big part of that, to be honest, was they kept asking me to do merch, and they could host the merch on their site, and I had no interest in merch. I had no interest in making any money. I have no interest in making money off of merchandise. It's just not. I'm here to have fun. If I make a little money from Google ad revenue, fine, so be it. Super chats are greatly appreciated because I do have expenses for the channel. But it just was a bad experience, and I haven't worked with anybody. Moving forward, I do want to work with content creators again. However, I know a lot of content creators are being sponsored by gambling sites, and I will not work with those content creators. Not that I have anything against them. I just don't want to promote online gambling. That's not my thing, so there's that. Whew! Went over a lot there. 30-24, Spurs are up by 6. What did it say? Boop Coyote. Thank you, Giovanni, with the $5 super chat. You know what? Even though it didn't happen on this YouTube channel and it didn't bring any viewers in, it's still cool to get recognized, and I can still say, and my man OGR Sports, who's no longer on YouTube, he left a few years ago, I can say to him, my man, mostly because of him, because he called the Jets stupid idiots for drafting Sauce Gardner, that we went viral, and that's a nice little accomplishment. You know, I'd love to have it happen on this channel. If it doesn't happen, hey, whatever. You know, I'm looking forward to things moving forward, the Spurs getting better, sharing the couch with Miss TSR. Barlow over 3, no good. Sorry, we're chatting a lot here tonight. I should be focusing on the game, but, you know, you guys are asking questions, and I like to answer them, talking a mile a minute. But when my girlfriend joins me on the channel, I think that's going to be a lot of fun, and I think it'll bring a new audience in. She's not going to join me for everything, obviously, when I do Spurs videos. She's not going to be there for those. She might be in the room, but, you know, I'll be the one on camera, but she might join me for some live streams, and she's definitely going to join me for some NBA reaction type videos. Wendy gets blocked by Landell. What? Rockets on the run, and a fast break layup is good. I'm a little bit shocked that Wemby just got blocked by Jacques Landell. Yankees and Red Sox stream. That's what we might do, J Money. She is a Red Sox fan. I'm a Yankees fan. We'll see if we want to stream a MLB game together, because that could be interesting. Like Wesley with the ball, drives in the paint. Ooh, I thought he stepped out of bounds. Might got away with one there. You get the ball in the Barlow. Barlow in the paint now. Turns the ball over. Hurricane Megan, yes. I would agree with that. Dylan Brooks for 3. No good. Jacques Landale with back-to-back offensive rebounds. Another 3. That's no good. Somebody grab a rebound. Another offensive board and the putback by Jay Sean Tate. That was 3 offensive rebounds. Misanthrope Ghosters go to you. Fee 66, good evening to you. I am getting old, Lyrical News. I don't mind talking about my age, though. Listen, I could still go out there and run and lift weights and bike and probably run a lot of circles. People half my age. Wesley for 3. No, we're gonna have an offensive foul before the shot. Yes, Greg. If you challenge shots, you're gonna get dunked on. Absolutely. Rich, I sang the video of my missed free throw on the Twitters. Okay. Diego, I think the Spurs can do wrong. I don't know what's going on over there. Over here, I got to call it like I see it. The Spurs do make mistakes. I don't think Pop is a perfect coach. I think he's one of the greatest of all time. I certainly won't argue if you say he's the greatest, but I question sometimes some of his rotations. I'll question Brian Wright's moves because I think that's the right thing to do as a fan. I just can't sit here and think everything's good to go all the time. I want the team to win. I want to see our guys succeed. And if I disagree with something they're doing, I'll say it. Wendy for 3. No good. That being said, I'm just a guy on his couch. And there's a reason Brian Wright's a GM in the NBA and Pop's a head coach in the NBA. They know what they're doing. A fouled 3 is no good. That was Brandon, I think, with the 3. Spurs still with the ball. Wait, is that Devontae? No, it's Devontae Graham. I saw the headband. I assumed it was Brandon. Devontae Graham sighting. And a foul on Barlow. Devontae Graham is playing. It totally threw me off. He plays so little. I saw headband, immediately thought Branham. It's not. It's Devontae Graham. Oh, my blood pressure's fine. Sanders, I was in Philadelphia for the Golden State game. I was at SCG Con with a buddy of mine I hadn't seen in 7 years, so I couldn't do the game. I was out of town. My apologies, but sometimes life's going to come first. Fred VanVleet with the ball right now for the Rockets. Gets it over to Dylan Brooks. Brooks with 3 on the shot clock is going to drive, loses the ball, and we're going to have a shot clock violation. Alex, they don't seem to be meshing on the floor too well, Wemby and Barlow. Barlow's also playing out of position. Wemby's staying at center, and Barlow's playing power forward. So it's an adjustment, and he's not quite figured it out as of yet. We should see some City at the end of the season. Joaquin, it sounds good. Robin, I'm not a fan of his rotation. And I found Wemby now. But no matter what, on this channel, I'm going to say things that I think are good for the Spurs. I'll openly criticize things. You guys will come at it from a different take sometimes and agree or disagree with me. Some will agree, and that's okay. I like it when you guys say, hey, Rich, actually, I think that Spurs should do this instead. When I say, you know what, I kind of don't want Trae Young because I think we'd have to give up too much. When I see you guys comment on videos or live streams, no, Rich, I want him. I respect that. I might not agree with it, but I get it. I want you to know I get it. Wemby for 3. No good. Rockets ball, 30-28. I don't want Wemby to keep selling for 3s tonight. Jeff Green drives. He's going to be fouled. I think that's the 3rd one on Barlow. That might be 3 on Barlow. Yes, Devontae Graham's playing minutes, Glaze and Baking. And Fletcher assist. I mean, Graham and Champagne can hit the 3. Jones and Barlow not so bad. Now Mamo's checking in. Free J. Kelman is out tonight. Edgar, isn't there a ton of Spurs coverage now, or is it only Wemby coverage? Because I see a lot of Wemby videos pop up on my feed in the suggested, but I don't see a lot of Spurs videos. It's usually just Wemby videos. So is Wemby getting all the attention and the rest of the team being ignored? I feel like that might be the case. Wemby has taken only 3 shots so far, and 2 of them 3-pointers. Yeah, Alex, they're definitely... I mean, they're ready to double team at will, as they should. Who are you worried about taking over the game on the Spurs lineup besides Wemby? I mean, Vassell is, when he's on, sure, but this lineup right now, Devontae Graham and Trae Jones sharing the floor is blowing my mind. Jones gets the ball into Wemby. Wemby gets it knocked out, and it's off Wemby, and that's going to be a turnover. I would think that they would celebrate his wonderful career, Isabel. Yeah, Clint, the spacing is terrible. The spacing is terrible. Spurs have 0 field goals in the last 7 minutes? Jeff Green for 3. We haven't made a damn field goal in over 7 minutes? Trae Jones for 3. And of all things to break that streak, Trae Jones hits a 3. What the heck? Wow, I knew our offense hadn't been playing well, but a 7-minute stretch with no field goals is just unacceptable. Jeff Green with another 3, no good. Mama with the rebound for the Spurs. They're up 33-32 in what is now turning into a very low-scoring affair, and the Spurs turn the ball over trying to get it down to Wemby. VanVleet drives in the paint, throws it up high, and it's going to go in over Mamu. 34-33. Spiritual man, I don't think it's rigged. I don't. I would hope not. That would be terrible if it was. Trae Jones way out 3-point land, getting the ball to Wemby. Fred VanVleet's going to sag off on him. Now here it's a double team. Back out to Jones, open for 3. All right, Trae Jones, they're leaving him open. They're daring him to shoot, and he's hitting him. Good. Good, Trae. I'm rooting. Listen, I'm critical of Trae Jones because my criticalness is I just don't think he's going to be the franchise point guard because of his size and his lack of 3-point shooting. VanVleet for 3, no good. I want him to prove me wrong. Listen, whenever I openly criticize a Spurs player, not openly criticize, constructive criticism, or just say maybe I don't think they're the guy, see Julian Champagnie, I don't think he should be starting. I hope they prove me wrong. I really do. because it's good for the team. Devontae Graham with the ball, 6 on the clock. They're just not allowing Wemby to get the ball with any space. Gets the ball to Mamu. Mamu's going to have to force a shot, throws it up, and in. At the buzzer. 38-34. About 5:11 to go. And now an offensive foul on the Rockets. Spurs ball. Yeah, Mark, they are absolutely looking to shut Wemby down tonight. They're going to make everybody else beat them, and the guys got to step up. Our guys got to step up. Pedro watching from Portugal, thank you for stopping in. Appreciate you being here. Hey, how about one of these guys? Maybe more than one, but TSR, will you be open to a Spurs talk show? A Spurs talk show. What do you mean? Like having you guys on? I had help in a live where you said no one scoring Spurs. Yes. The Spurs went 7 minutes without getting a field goal. 7 minutes without a field goal. Wemby update, 12 minutes, 2.6 rebounds, 4 assists, 1 block, 2 turnovers. Go to the Rockets game on March 23rd. Awesome. What team are they playing? They're playing the Rockets on the 23rd? We play them again soon? By the way, the Spurs are up by 4, so you know Baby Coyote's happy. Oh. Would it be weird if I told you guys he sleeps on the other side of my bed? Yeah, I just shared that. Well, I guess it's too late to be weird now. But I sleep on my side, and Baby Coyote, put him over on the pillow where Miss TSR would be, and he just sits there. Just, I don't know. Reminds me of her, so I'm weird. Sometimes other guys have to step up and adapt. Yes, they do. I nominate TSR as the new host of Locked On. Well, Richie, why would I go to it? That's another YouTube channel, isn't it? Or is that a program on like Pounding the Rock? I might be getting my things mixed up here right now. I am tired as heck. Look, you're in Europe? All right. I hope for your sake that 4K box behind you is all Commander staple. Mario, you're talking about the Baby Coyote video, huh? With the boop? The 2 columns on the left are all rares. The 2 columns on the right are all commons and uncommons. Lands are in a different box. A large percentage of it is Commander cards. I have a lot of decks built. I have 32 non-budget, 29 budget, and right now I'm currently working on 26 budget, 3 Uber non-budget, or Uber budget, if you will. Sorry, Uber budget, and then I'm currently putting together 9 more Uber budget decks. If I can tell you guys real quick, I had a lot of OCD with things needing to be organized a certain way in my life. If you look at my DVDs, they're all in alphabetical order. Everything just I always have stuff a certain way, and that's why I was so OCD about every video on this channel has to be a playlist, and if I don't cover content on this channel anymore, it shouldn't be on the channel, even though I should just put it in the back burner. And having that instant Bleach Report really just broke that OCD, and now I'm just, in a good way. Now, like with Commander, I'm just making decks just for the fun of making decks. I don't have to have a certain number of this made, a certain number of that. And even though it was a rough week last week, it may be the best thing for me. Oh, okay, Richie. At least you don't wake up to dog butt. Okay, I don't. Spurs ball. Trey Jones, pull-up jumper, no good. Foul, going to go to the line for 2. And Trey Jones has 15 points right now in the first half. I don't know what his career high is. Şengün's out, Sanders. Şengün is out. I don't know if he's out for the year. He messed up, I think, his knee and his ankle. Took a hard fall while trying to block a shot. I think he was trying to block Sabonis' shot last night and fell, and we have a timeout, and he's going to be out for a while, I think. Who's my favorite commander? That's a good question. I mean, Cali the Vast was the very first commander I ever built. I bought the pre-con. It was the first commander, well, sort of built. It was a pre-built. My first, just made my own commander on my own was Thraxamundar. Thraxamundar in today's environment is just not very useful. 7 mana commanders, 8 mana commanders, those days are over, which I miss. That was the whole point of Commander. It was a battlecruiser format, and you could play those big, expensive spells and play the commanders that cost 6 or more mana. Now all the commanders are like 3 mana, 4 mana, some are 2 mana. As far as my strongest decks, I think Captain Sisse, the Silencia version, with the ability to chew on a stick, is very strong. I had played a Derevi equipment deck, but I just took that apart because it was so boring. I don't know who it changes weekly. It depends who I feel like playing. I like all my decks. I love my decks equally like they're my family. Trey is on fire. Yes, he is. Who is the player I want most in the draft? Joaquin, that's a good question. You know, there's part of me that wants Alexander Sarr in their drafts because the Spurs had the Twin Towers, and if they draft Sarr, who's also, 7'1", 7'2", then him and Wemby would make the Eiffel Towers, both being French players. I got to assume Sarr would start at the 5 and Wemby would slide down to the 4, and we would have easily, the biggest front line in the NBA as far as I know, with Sohan at small forward. The problem is we would still need a point guard, and would that hurt our floor spacing even more? Having Sarr, Sohan, and Trey Jones? Or is it a different Trey at point guard? Do the Spurs draft Sarr and maybe trade for Trae Young in the offseason? Now your starting lineup is Sarr, Wemby, Sohan, Vassell, and Young. Yes, Trae Young is a terrible defender, but can the other 4 guys compensate for his horrible defense? Possibly. I don't know what the Spurs are going to do. It depends where we draft to. Are they looking at Rasache, another French player, to start, take Julian Champagne's spot at small forward? Or maybe Champagne's power forward. I don't know. Forward, it's all interchangeable now these days in the NBA with wings. Do they look at like a Rob Dillingham or Nicole Topic? I have no preference on who we draft. Whatever happens in the draft come June, all I know as Spurs fans is whoever they announce, I don't want to say, who? Because it happened with Lucas Samanic, and it happened with Joshua Primo. It's happened twice since this channel started. The Lucas Samanic draft reaction is no longer here. That's part of, when I did a reset on the channel a few years back. The reset was because there was a lot of political talk in live streams in 2020. I unfortunately started engaging with it a little bit. Never took sides, but I was still talking about it. And I decided to reset the channel in 2021 to just get anything possible political off the channel. Collins for 3, no good. 38-34. What a terribly low-scoring game we have so far tonight, NBA fans. This is crazy. Jacques Landale with the ball right now in the paint. Gets into Jalen Green. Green turnaround jumpers and in-and-out burger. And a loose ball is going to finally be picked up by Green. He gets blocked by Sohan from behind. No. Demisell into the paint. Loses the ball. Turnover. Wemby, I would argue is underrated. Interesting. I wish that was viral, Edgar. I mean, listen. I would love to have a video go viral on this channel. Well, I don't do this for money with memberships or sponsors or any of that stuff. I do have goals for the channel. I would like to hit 100,000 subscribers some decade, and I would love to have a video go viral. That would just be, I just think it'd be cool. Just don't care if I make 5 cents off of it. If the YouTube short and it gets 1 million views, don't care about the money. I just think it'd be cool to have a video with 1 million views. That was Spurs related. There is a video on the channel with 1 million views, Jacques Landale for 3, but it's a United States Women's National Team video. And I would love to have a Spurs video get 1 million. Trey Jones with the ball, gets it out to Champagnie. Champagnie's going to drive in the paint, throws it up off the glass. Good. Oh, Phil, we turned the ball over way too much. Hey, good evening to you. Thank you for stopping in. Ricky, let's go Spurs indeed. Hope you're all having a wonderful evening. If I've been sharing a lot tonight, I hope you've been enjoying a little behind the scenes with TSR Sports. And an offensive foul on the Rockets. Yes, old school NBA. This is like watching the Tim Duncan, David Robinson Spurs, where they would win, 78-76? Huge possibility that we trade our pick for a star and then we get a quality vet from free agency. We have a lot of draft capital. Can't draft them all. Vassell pull-up jumper from the line. She's good, AJ. I saw her tonight. We had dinner together. We had breakfast for dinner. She made me a cheese and spinach omelet. A nice and healthy dinner until I came home and had a few cookies. I have a sweet tooth, but the cookies are gone. And I'll be back to, hopefully back to 100% tomorrow or Thursday at the latest. Champagne with the D gets the steal. Amen Thompson could not hold that ball. Spurs on the move. 42-37, 2:30 to go in the first half. Champagne will drive in the paint, gets it out to Sohan. Wide open for three. They're going to dare him to shoot. And he missed it. That's my one concern with Jeremy Sohan is until he can start hitting threes and more on the regular, teams are going to dare him to shoot. Van Fleet pull-up jumper good. Oh, gosh. EJ, I don't remember who made the first shot. I don't remember. I think we made the first shot. Don't know who made it, though. Sohan in the paint, spins around, and traveled. Another turnover for the Spurs. I have cheat nights once in a while, Asia. I do. Zach, good evening to you. Spiritual Man, be careful putting the score in the chat. You might be a little ahead of me, so just make sure when you're putting a score in the chat, it matches what's up here, unless I'm off. But my clock's not running, so right now I'm on a stoppage. So just be careful not to spoil things, otherwise the Wrench Gang will time you out, and I don't want to see you get timed out. Wemby's playing, the Rockets are really dead set on keeping him out of the game offensively. Dylan Brooks, runner in the paint, good. When every night is a cheat night, no night is a cheat night or cheat right. No, Mari, I generally pretty healthy. I've been really leaning up and toning up. Miss TSR keeps telling me that my biceps are getting bigger. I have been lifting weights again, so I guess they are. Jones for three again. They're daring Trey Jones to shoot, and he is hitting them with confidence right now. Good. He's got 18 points, 4 of 6 beyond the arc. Keep leaving him open. And now Devin Vassell with a steal. Under a minute to go. Spurs up 45-41. Vassell drives in the paint. Back out to Champagne. He's open for three from the wing. In and out. She wants 2 tickets to the gun show. I'll pull them out here during halftime. I'll show you what I don't have, and that's a bicep. There's like a semblance of a muscle there. Jalen Green with a pull-up three. It's a 1-point game. And now it's foul on Jock Landale. Neither team going to get to 50 before the half, huh? Lyrical news, yes. They are leaving Sohan open. They're definitely leaving him open and giving Trey a lot of space to shoot the three as well. So, yes, I would say they are. And why not? Why wouldn't you? You got 2 guys shooting below 35% from three, I believe. Make them beat you. All right, it's about an 11-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Ooh, Jock Landale just throws the shoulder into Julian Champagne, and that's a foul on him. Asia, you know, the funny thing about that posterization last night, if that's a word, is I forgot who dunked it. Jackson, I think. There's clips of him, like still shots of him grabbing Wemby's arm on the dunk, which I don't think you're supposed to be able to do that on a defender. Grab their arm while you're dunking. It probably should have been an offensive foul. Champagne at the line for 2, makes the first one. Penalties in the house. Penalty, thank you for stopping in. Both free throws good. And it's going to be Rockets ball. There's about a 2-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Mr. Dandre, I mean, tell me something I don't know. Change your profile name to Captain Obvious. Channel's been around 5 years. The Spurs have lost all 5 years. I know, and I'm also a Giants fan. They're not very good either. In fact, I'll say the Giants are more SHITTY than the Spurs are these days. going on here? A little jawing between Jacques Landell and Trey Jones, former teammates, getting into it. All right, a little fire with these guys tonight. Some substitutions, and we have about 8 seconds to go in the first half. Spurs up 47-44. The Spurs are in the bonus. The Rockets are not. And the Rockets are dead set on shutting Wemby down, and so far they have. Van Fleet will get the ball into Jacques Landell. Back to Van Fleet. 5, 4, 3. Van Fleet takes off into the paint and turns the ball over. We'll take a 3-point lead. Yeah, Wemby's taking some hits tonight. All right, we'll take it. Wemby with only 2 points? Okay, anyway. Never mind him. He's a toolbox. You know poop is coming. What the heck? Oh, it's Pampers. All I heard was, I'm updating stuff here and getting ready to go to the half. You know poop is coming. I was like, what? What is that? All right. We are close to 100 thumbs up. If you have not hit the thumbs up, please do so. We're only a couple away, and it's very easy to do. And, well, it's free, gosh darn it. Go, Spurs, go! Go, Spurs, go! All right. Anyway, let's go ahead and pull up the halftime stats for this game. All right, Spurs up 47-44, as you know, because that's the score on the scoreboard. Spurs outscored the Rockets 30-24 in the first. The Rockets outscored us 20-17 in the second. A extremely low-scoring second quarter for the Rockets. Jabari Smith Jr. with 0. 0 for 3 from the field. Okay, Ahmed Thompson getting the start tonight. He's got 4 points. Dylan Brooks with 6, Fred VanVleet with 12, and Jalen Green with 7. Off the bench, the other Green with 4, Bullock Jr. with 0, Tate with 2, Jacques Landell with 14 minutes off the bench. He scored 5 points, 3 rebounds, 4 assists, so not too shabby, and Holiday with 4. For our San Antonio Spurs, Champagnie with 7, Sohan with 6, Wemby 2 points, 1 of 4. He's only taken 4 shots. They are determined to keep him out of the game. Does have 6 boards, 4 assists, and a block. Trey Jones having a fantastic first half. 18 points on 7 of 10 shooting, including 4 of 6 beyond the arc. He does also have 2 assists and 3 steals. And Devin Vassell also quiet tonight, 1 of 3 with only 2 points. Off the bench, Spurs are kind of trying everything out. Zach Collins with 4 points. Mamu with 2. Barlow and Graham both with 0. Branham with 2, and Blake Wesley with 4. Spurs up 47-44. They just need the game to end with the score just like that. Let's look at the chat. No, Wemby's struggling tonight. Definitely. I mean, they are double teaming him a lot and sagging down on defense a lot. He's not getting any space. He's going to have to get used to that. And that's why I think a lot of Spurs fans can't wait to see Trae Young on the Spurs roster, because they're not going to be able to double team the Spurs, double team Wemby like they are now with Keys out there. If let's say we don't draft Sarr and we have Rasache starting in place of Champagnie. That dude's like a 47-48% three-point shooter. Now you got a sniper out there, plus Trae Young and Devin. Good luck double teaming Wemby all the time. Rich, I know you did a trade video for the Spurs, but are you going to do a free agency target? I think I actually already did a free agency video. We don't have a ton of cap. According to, I forget which site it is, but they said if we don't re-sign Chetty Osman and waive Devontae Graham, we actually only have like $22 million in cap. It's not as much as I think we all. Phil, I will after the game. I'll watch it after the game. I'll respond to you. Who are the better shooters from 3 on the team? I mean, Champagnie, but he's not a high volume shooter. Doug McDermott was our best 3-point shooter. We traded him. Vassell's one of our better shooters. You know what? I'll look it up. You didn't like that first half? I mean, I wasn't crazy about it, but we are up. Let's take a look at the Spurs roster. All right, 2023 to 24 roster, of course. 3-point percentage. I'm just going to order it. Go to Basketball Reference and order it by 3-point percentage. So Dougie's no longer in the team, but he shot 44% with us. Vassell is currently our best 3-point shooter at 38%. Barlow and Graham both shooting around 38%, but Barlow's on extremely limited shots, so take that with a grain of salt. Osmond at 37%, Champagne at 37%, Branham at 35%, Johnson just under 35%, Wemby and Sohan at 33%, Collins at 31%, Jones just under 31%. Then you got Mamo at 23%, and Blake at 15%. We have nobody over 40. I mean, our guys aren't bad. They're inconsistent. A lot of those numbers skewered because in one game they'll go like 0 for 5, and then the next game they'll go, 3 for 4, and then they're 3 for 9, and then 33%, which isn't great. So our guys are very, very, very streaky to no end. I pull up the chat because I'm missing some of the chat. Giants have one quarterback on the roster. Jones is on IR. Tommy is released. We have signed the legendary. We did sign Drew Lock. Andrew, good evening to you. Wemby is struggling tonight, Andrew. The Rockets are really, really trying to shut him out, make everybody else beat him on the Spurs roster. Not gonna lie, I feel like the team is going backward. Less and less help to Wemby is forced to create everything for himself. I remember when they were trying 3 to 4 alley-oops per game. Almost. No, Robin, they tried 5 alley-oops last night against the Warriors. They just blew them all. Wemby not a good shooter. Sonya not a good shooter. Trey Jones, even though Stud tonight is not a good shooter as well. Carlos Jeter, como están mi hombre? Thank you for stopping in. If we end up drafting a point guard this year, who can realistically acquire for the small forward position in the free agency or via trade? I don't know what's available. Chat 3 locks. Boo. You think it's more important to get an upgrade at the 1 or the 3 this summer? I mean, I'll say the 1 simply because if we get some vets on the bench, some inexpensive vets, or some of these rookies start playing very well, Kelvin could get put back into the starting lineup and play the 3. I know some of you might not agree with that, but he could still at least, he's a capable 3. Trey Jones is on the last year of his contract next season. Don't know if he's going to come back after that. Devontae Graham is not going to be on the team. I like Blake Wesley. He's not ready to start yet. So I'd say the 1's probably our pressing most important need right now because that's the guy that's running the show. That's the guy that's El Capitan. That's your quarterback on the floor. That's the guy running the offense. And I would say 1 probably. Raymond, I hope we win tonight too. You think Spurs will win their next chip or Giant? The Spurs or Giants win a championship first? That's what you're asking. Probably the Spurs. The Spurs have a franchise player, Victor Wembanyama, and they seem to have a plan, even though it's going slower maybe than some fans want with the losing this year. They have a plan and a goal, and they have their guy in Wemby. When I look at the Giants, their franchise running back is no longer with them. They don't have a franchise quarterback. Their offensive line still sucks. They have a lot of holes to fill, and they're going to be hitting the reset button again pretty much. I think the Giants are going to take longer to get there. Hello, TSR. Love your live comments and your channel. Enjoying hearing them from work. Well, thank you, Juju. I appreciate it. Does Mar? He's trying. The Giants are a mess. Yes. My apologies if I seem a little tired. I've been sick on and off today, especially this morning. I was feeling rough. Been okay here and there throughout the day. A few rough spots. I remember like between 3 and 4, I was not feeling well at all, and getting through the stream has been a struggle. But the Spurs playing well and hanging out with you guys is going to help push me through it. J-Money, you're in the hospital? What's going on, man? Hope you're okay. Green Caesar, I don't think we're better than the Cowboys. We are bad. We are. I feel like I'm getting Chuck Norris every time I watch the Giants. Just like this. I was trying to talk to Rich too, but he freaking ignored the long AWS comment I typed. Did you type it while it's going over game stats? Little clue, my friends, if you really want to see your comment be seen, because I do this on their channels, when I go to like Beantown Breakdown, if he's covering hockey, I'll wait till like there's a stoppage in play. If I'm going over stats, I'm not looking at the chat. I can't see the chat because the stats are in front of the chat window. So if you're putting me a big old comment you want me to see while I'm going over the halftime stats, I ain't going to see it. During the game, if there's something you really want me to see and I'm calling the game and it's live action, I might not see your comment. When somebody's at the foul line or we have a timeout or a challenge and if you have something that you really want to be seen, that's the time to do it. I could be a Bears fan. Think I'm not. Yeah, I didn't know you were in the hospital, J Money. 8 days, huh? Get well, man. Get well. No, it was in the second quarter, but you were watching. Okay. Who's better than the Dallas Cowboys or the Spurs? You could say who's better, the Dallas Cowboys or a green bean. I'm going to go with the green bean because I find value in the green bean. I don't find any value in the Dallas Cowboys. I'm not a Dallas Cowboys fan at all. Verona, good evening. Thank you so much for stopping in. Mohammed, super chats do exist for that reason too. You were right. I don't want to be the channel that you have to super chat for me to read your comments. If we get to the point on this channel where there's 1,000 people viewing or 2,000 people, then I'm going to start missing comments left and right. But I try to get as many as I can. I like getting players. You guys got Burns, but yeah, like I always got to sign. Have you signed nobody at all? You're welcome, J Money. Oh, my shoulder. Spurs always better. Not a Cowboys fan either. You know the incredible thing, Edgar, is with the Cowboys, a lot of people talk smack, and a lot of them, it's talk smack and jokingly talk trash on the channel, and they'll talk smack about the Cowboys, and then you find out that they weren't even alive to see any of their Super Bowls. They're showing the Wemby poster dunk. He clearly grabbed his arm right there. You can actually see in the replay. Here it is here again. He pulled his arm down that he was going to block the shot with, and they're putting that on here like it's a great play. It should have been an offensive foul, you douches. Rico, so they haven't signed anybody at all. Wow. Bears traded first, second, third, and fourth round picks to move one spot to draft Mitchell Trubisky. Okay. All right, Mari, I can't beat that. That was absolutely terrible. Absolutely horrible. Cross says we signed our long snapper. Fair enough. Yeah, well, I can't. That whole play's BS. They're making this a top play. Like, if anything, the announcer should be calling out that it was an offensive foul. Who lost their running back? I know the Giants did. Did the Cowboys lose their running back too? I've not been following anybody but the Giants in free agency. Yeah, Raven. I mean, they do. They do. It is what it is. Spurs are up right now, 47-44. No, I want to put the Q3 up here, just to be on the safe side. I don't know how long we've been chatting. We'll put Q3 up. Better safe than sorry. ESPN Top 10 has last night's dunk over Wemby as number one, and you can clearly see the arm grab. Yes, you can. Phil, it's an obvious arm grab. And a lot of Spurs fans took a photo of that and put it on Facebook and like, where's the offensive foul? It's being, getting dunked in the night, and it's an offensive foul. Like to buy Seattle. Are those all the free agents next year, J Money? There's some good names on that list. I don't think we can afford. I don't think we're gonna go after anybody. Carlos, we do. That's why I'm gonna play for the Spurs. Tony Pollard signed with the Titans. I didn't know that. Good luck, Nether. Good luck. Yes, lyrical news. So what happened is Wemby went up and he went to block with, I think it was his right arm. And when his right arm was up, you could clearly see, I think it was Jackson, grab his arm and push it down. Grabs his arm and pushes it away, and then he throws the ball in. Last I checked, that's an offensive foul. Yeah, I don't know, maybe not. Derrick Henry went to the Ravens, did he? I had no idea. Denver Broncos traded 3 players and 5 draft picks for Russell Wilson. That beats the Trubisky. Yeah, some bad moves there. I mean, when I think of historic bad moves, it benefited the Cowboys and probably helped them become a dynasty in the early to mid-90s. But when the Vikings traded a ton of draft picks for Herschel Walker, ooh, that was bad. Dr. Phil, I went to the Dixon Ways channel yesterday. He was live streaming for that. He's a Falcons fan. He stopped in this channel a few times. I don't think that was a good move. I told him, I'm like, man, coming off a ruptured Achilles at his age with that kind of money, he's had no playoff success. I think he has one playoff win in his career. I think that was a bad move. We gave $140 million over 4 years to a 35. Oh, Phil, that's right. I forgot you're a Falcons fan. I don't think that was a good move. $140 million over 4 years, and it wasn't an ACL tear. He ruptured his Achilles, didn't he? Which is even worse. Yeah, I'm sorry, Phil. I wasn't trolling. I actually did forget you're a Falcons fan. Listen, after living in the DC area and seeing Kirk Cousins start a lot of games for Washington, and then seeing a lot of his career, what's happened with Minnesota, with my best friend being a Vikings fan and hearing about it all the time, I don't think he's the answer at all. I'm guessing you don't either. Yes, an Achilles. Ruptured Achilles. I mean, Kobe was never the same after that injury. We are underway in the third quarter. The Rocks will start us off. Van Fleet with the runner. No good. Foul. Looks like he's going to line for two. Andy Jones went to the Vikings. Okay. Or Aaron Jones. Aaron Jones. Wow, I'm out of it. Aaron Rodgers is old. It was a bad move, yeah. Carlos, I'm still waiting for you to ask the question. You put I have a question at 9:45. At 9:46, it says I have a question too. It's a question, who's your daddy and what does he do? First free throw was good, but wait. They showed Trey Jones. I was like, I thought Van Fleet is at the line. Van Fleet is at the line. He made them both. 1 point game. Green, yes. I feel like the Spurs will have more success 3 years from now than the Cowboys. Champagne with the ball right now for the Spurs. 1 point game. Over to San Antonio. Immediately double teamed, triple teamed. Gets it back to Trey Jones. Jones, layup good. Wemby getting doubled and tripled on the regular. Committed to the bit of shutting him down tonight. Rockets ball. Dylan Brooks drives in the paint. No defense there. Layup good. 1 point game. My plan when the NFL playoffs are, Carlos, is I probably won't be calling any NBA playoffs because the Spurs will not be in the playoffs. So I will just do like draft analysis videos. Trey Jones open all day for 3 from the corner. No good. They're daring him to shoot. Jeez, the Rock. You know what? The thing that worries me when I see games like this, and now it's almost a steal by Sohan, poked it out of bounds. But when I see games like this is a formula to take Wemby out of the game. And I'm hoping other teams don't see this and start using it against us. It is a Rockets ball, down by 1. Van Fleet down 3-point line, guarded by Champagnie. Bit of a mismatch for Fred. Crossover, takes off. And a kickball. 14 seconds on the shot clock for the Rockets. Well, I'll be around, Carlos. I'll do a reaction to the NFL draft. I'll do some Spurs. Definitely have some draft analysis videos. The content will probably be less regular. As far as going live, it depends on Miss TSR. If she wants, she's up for doing a Yankees-Red Sox game with me. We might do some live coverage of the Yankees-Red Sox. Wow. Jarius Smith Jr. pull-up jumper, and now the Rockets have taken the lead. And now an alley-oop attempt, and no good. I was way off. I'm a single Pringle. Dougie moved away. Single Pringle? Is that what you say when you're single, or you're a single Pringle? And now a turnover by the Rockets immediately down the other end. Okay? 10 minutes ago, 50-49. Spurs down by 1. Both teams with 10 turnovers. Some sloppy basketball. Wemby with the ball. And immediately gets fouled by Dylan Brooks. Should the Giants draft J.J. McCarthy or stick with Daniel Jones? A Knicks fan has entered the chat. Switchblade? I think next year is all guaranteed for Jones, so he's definitely going to be the starter if ready. But I don't think he's going to be the long-term solution at quarterback. He's injured all the time. Dable and Shane didn't draft him. He's going to be out sooner than later. Sochan wide open from the corner. Missed the three. Thompson flies up the court. All sorts of out of control. Ball going out of bounds. Saved by Jeremy Sochan. And we're going to have a foul, I think, on the Spurs. As someone who saw every Super Bowl Cowboys win with when Jerry Jones says he's all in means all in to frustrate all Cowboys fans and not do anything. Oh, all in the last. Oh, not good all in. Single and rated mingle. There you go, Rico. Chris, if the Spurs don't win, you'll still be a fan. I mean, technically, I'm still single, but I'm not single. How's that work when you're dating, but you're not, like, engaged or married? Like, my marital status is still single, but I'm not available. Yeah, Robinson up and Wemby jerseys on the scores. Robinson. Oh, jeez. I see what you did there, Brian. But 2 free throws are going to change that. Rockets up by 3. Engaged to be engaged. There you go, Sugar Day Cherry. Thank you for stopping in, my friend. Wemby with the ball right now, guarded by Brooks. Drops it off to Vassell. Vassell's going to take off, gets into the paint, tosses it back to Trey Jones going back door, and that's a layup. And Trey Jones might be on his way to a career high tonight. He's got 20 right now. I don't know what Trey J's career high is. I want to say it's like 29 or 30. Almost a turnover by the Rockets to get the ball back. 12 on the shot clock. Trey Jones with 22 on 9 of 13 shooting. Van Fleet way out in three-point land. 6 on the shot clock. Pick and roll. Van Fleet, an alley-oop, and it's a foul and so in. Trey's doing very well. Mark, they're not getting... Wemby has no spacing whatsoever. When he gets the ball, double team is almost immediate. Even a triple team at some points. And that does not make Wemby or Grogu happy. Non-shooting foul. Rockets ball. And Thompson with a dunk in the paint. Throws it down 2 hands. 54-51. Rockets back up by 3. Jones with the ball. Gets it into Wemby. Immediately double team now. Gets it into Trey Jones. Somebody's got to be open. No, Jones now double team. Jeez. Out to Champagnie. Champagnie will launch the 3. There you go. Make them pay for the double team. Somebody. Trey Jones, career high 30. Thank you, J Money. Trevor, this is not on ABS or CBS. This game is on, well, for me, it's on NBA League Pass. All tied up at 54. Thompson with the ball, and he'll just pass it back out to Van Fleet. 5 on the shot clock. Van Fleet guarded now by Champagnie on the switch. Step back, pull up 3. Wow. The shot clock buzzer going off. Isabel, I don't think it said he's sacrificing his stats. The Rockets are swarming him when he gets the ball, and now he's fouled again by Brooks. I mean, you can't shoot when you got 2 or 3 guys in front of you. I'm sure Wemby's very frustrated. Trey had 30 points for the polls, but lost. Oh, that was this year? Can I put a beer? No, Coob, I can't do that. Yeah, Wemby's only taken 4 shots tonight. 4. Yeesh. Wemby with the ball. 1-on-1 Brooks. Cross him over. Step back 3. Tough shot. That was extremely tough shot. Thompson with the ball over to Van Fleet. 14 on the shot clock. Plenty of time. Van Fleet will get it out to Brooks. Around the world. They finally get it back into Jabari Smith Jr. Guarded by Trey Jones. Pull-up jumper over him. Yeah. A huge height advantage. And we're going to have a timeout. Chunky Monkey? Who's a Chunky Monkey? This is the toughest, might be the toughest offensive. The Rockets, the way they're defending Wemby, that scares me that other teams are going to start doing that. .954, they've taken him completely out of the game offensively. Except for assists. He does have 5 assists, but 1 of 4 over 2 from beyond the arc. I think that's what ESPN says. I'm seeing 1 of 5 in the chat. What about your cat? Got it, Veronica. Fernando, I don't know about that, but okay. Baby Coyote's not happy anymore because the Spurs are down by 5. Looks he's sad. He's sad. He's sad. See, those ears are going down. It's okay. Good evening, James. Using smaller guy Dylan Brooks on him. Yes, Dylan Brooks on Wemby. Chet 15, 11, and 2. Wemby seems to be somewhat hesitant to go into the paint for the past 2 games. I don't know if he's still injured. TSR will be getting a cat and naming him Coyote. I don't think that would be a good idea, Zach. Since my girlfriend comes over here often and brings her dog with her, I'm not so sure her dog Bear will appreciate a cat being in the house. Coming soon, Rich. I got something for me? I got something for you. You got something for me. What? Carlos, you didn't have to do that, but thank you, whatever you did. Appreciate you. Carlos, how have you been coming to the channel since 2019, or did you join up in 20? You've been here a long time. I don't remember if you were here for Stuck in the 80s. There's a very small handful of people still around from Stuck in the 80s. Oh, if you were here for Stuck in the 80s, wow, you are a long time old school viewer. Stuck in the 80s was January to end of March of 2019. Bear has a cat lunch. Yes, he would. Actually, you know what? You're right. Bear probably would be fine with a cat. Did you know the 2015-16 Spurs are the 4th best team ever in net rating, only getting beat by the 90s era Bulls and Katie Warriors? I did not know that. I'm stuck in the 80s still. Orlando, good evening too. Rockets fan, thank you for stopping in. Champagne's been okay tonight, Michael. Yeah, Juan, you know, the injury's probably not helping either. Zach in 2020. Veronica remembers the bloopers from Stuck in the 80. Yeah, that was a fun thing. It was totally handled wrong. And I've made a lot of mistakes in my YouTube career. And hopefully no more moving forward. No more deleting content. Just have fun with the channel and go from there. So in with the ball right now, drives into the paint, 4 on the shot clock, turns, spins, little awkward jump, sort of jump hook, bounces off the rim, bounces in. As Osby Osborne said, keep on smoking them joints. Van Fleet for 3, gonna hit the top of the backboard, fall down into the hands of Jeremy Sohan. Spurs ball, down by 3. Damn it, Saul's been quiet tonight too. I've not said his name much. He has the ball right now, gets it over to Sohan. Sohan's going to take off, drives in the paint, stops, turn around, Jay, tough shot, and he made it. Big Sean, this is not one of Wemby's better games, that's for sure. And I don't think Dougie's coming back, Johnny. Cats and dogs living together, mass hysteria, turnover by the Rockets. We can take the lead back. Let's go. Marcel out in three-point land, and a whistle off the ball. Another foul on Dylan Brooks. Is that like 4 on him? I'm going to whistle a lot. You missed the old TSR. Wait, what? Father of Christ, good evening to you. And Everett, he's not in the game. If you're looking to see who's in the game, if you look at the video on the right, that is who is currently on the floor for the Rockets and the Spurs, respectively. And Instagram will be better than the YouTube channel. I'm not Instagram or Lyrical News. I don't even have an account. Or I do, and I don't know how to access it. Marcel's going to drive in the paint and just has the ball ripped away from him. It is Rockets' ball. And now the ball's going to get knocked out of bounds. It's going to stay with the Rockets. 15-16 was the year Kawhi won Defensive Player of the Year. Whoops. I just unplugged my cable. And we're still going live. That's a good thing. I just unplugged my Ethernet cable by accident. A big stupid foot hit it. Apparently didn't hurt anything. So that's a good sign. Jeremy Sohan for 3, and it's good, and the Spurs have the lead. So apparently my crashing issues, which we haven't had, knock on wood, were OBS version 30. We're back on OBS version 29, and I've had good luck. Jacques Lindale, runner in the paint, good. Tie game. Okay, Lurkaloons, I got you. Sometimes I get confused. Unfortunately, I assume a lot of it's directed at me in the chat, but obviously it's not always. Demisel starts to drive. Out to Soin, open for three again. They're going to dare him to shoot it. There you go, Jeremy. Jonathan, I'm working on getting a Tony Parker jersey. I still don't have one. I'm keeping an eye on them on eBay. But no, I don't have a Parker jersey yet. Rockets ball. Van Fleet from the free throw line. Good. Yeah, Carlos, I like the Discord too, but unfortunately there was some hazing there on some Warriors fans, and I felt it'd be better to just take it down. Demisel starts to drive, gets into the paint, stops, pops. No good. Ooh, that might be a foul on Zach Collins. It's going to be a foul on Zach Collins. Wemmy's coming back from an injury. He had a right sprained ankle. The problem tonight, though, is the Rockets' defense is really double-teaming him frequently. Daring Trey Jones and Jeremy Soin to shoot the open three. Good evening, Leonardo. Good evening, Jared. Dry bananas tonight. Yeah, Adriel. Garrett Cole's hurt? Oh, no. How bad? Yes, Hurricane Megan, you said it. He's being double and triple teamed constantly. Jalen Green scores in the paint. And that's an and one. Foul on Zach Collins. Jedi, good evening to you. Thank you for stopping in. Hope you've been well. Hide Wemby stats from Shaq tonight. Well, it's right, because Shaq is always picking on Wemby. Right elbow injury. $66-64. Hey, smoke him if you got him. Right about. No. Spurs ball. And now another foul. It's going to be an off-the-ball defensive foul. I just heard the Spurs announcers talking stats. A couple of our guys are struggling mightily tonight. Vassell, 1 of 3. Oh, these stats are not accurate. ESPN's not updating at all. There we go. What? Vassell, 1 of 5? Like, Wemby's like 1 of 5? Vassell's had a very bad night. It is Spurs ball, by the way. Speaking of Vassell, he has the ball right now for the Spurs. Gets it into Zach Collins. Collins, little jump hook. Bounces around, rolls off the rim. A fight for the rebound, and finally the Rockets will come down with it. And they're up by 2. Fast break layup, no good. Jabari Smith Jr. with the putback. That is good. Homer, welcome back. We're down by 4. Both teams in the bonus. Zach Collins drives in the paint and gets the ball poked out of his hand. Another turnover for the Spurs. Van Fleet finds an open Jeff Green, and he's going to dunk it. And that's the biggest lead, I think, of the game for the Rockets. Up by 6. Malachi Brand with the ball for the Spurs. Gets it to Sohan. Sohan in the paint. Throws it out to Wesley. Wide open for 3 from the wing. Short. The Rockets are daring our poor 3-point shooters to shoot. And it's working. Smith Jr. for 3, no good. Wesley with the rebound. Andy who? You might be right. Wesley going to take off into the paint. And right back out of the paint. Right back into the paint. And back out to Sohan. 10 on the shot clock. Sohan gets into Collins in the post. Zach's going to drive in the paint. Little jump hook, no good. Going to get fouled and go to the line for 2. Michael, I don't know what's happening. This is the way the Rockets are daring us to shoot. It's the blueprint to beat us. Not that everybody else hasn't been beating us this year. Timeout, 70-64. Man, this Rockets defense, you know what it can do? It can do this.
Sucker!
JBG, it's the Rockets defense. They're double teaming Wemby and even triple teaming him at times. They're just smothering him. He can't get any room to shoot. What are you going to do? I mean, Wemby's obviously the best player on our team, but when you got multiple guys in your face, there's only so much you can do. We have not hit 150 thumbs up yet, but it looks like we got enough people to do so. So if you have not hit the thumbs up as of yet, make sure you do so if you're a Spurs fan and looking to support a fellow Spurs content creator. Thumbs up. Make it happen. Only you can prevent forest fires and hit the thumbs up. Looks like this.
Go, Spurs, go! Go, Spurs, go!
Don't forget to like and subscribe as well. So that would be like, scribe. No, maybe not. Guess not. Tate sucks. Fair enough. What are my Giants doing? And we'll take 2 Winstons and we'll give you Saquon. What? Zach? Huh? Good morning, Jay from the Philippines. Thank you for stopping in. Oh, I was going to show you the no gun. That's right. You guys are talking about me working out. I'm going to embarrass myself right now and show I don't have a bicep. So there it is. My little baby bicep. See, nothing there. It's just nothing. Little baby bicep. I have a little bicep. Just a little guy. Little guy. I'm getting there. I had nothing there a few months ago. There's a little peak there now. I had nothing at the start of January. So after, let's see, about 10 weeks of lifting, starting to pay off. Hopefully 2 months from now when I do that, there actually being, something legit there. Like Coyote's biceps. Look at these things. Impressive. Mr. Lyrical Lady, he's tall enough too, that's for sure. Chetty Osman is a free agent next year, currently out with an injury. I'm not ready for Tyson on the 20. It's Mike Tyson versus one of the Paul brothers. I forgot which one it is. It's Jake or Logan or one of those. I don't know. Tell me, I said that at the start of the stream. Other guys need to step up. Coyote Gun Show, that's right. You got your tickets? Tickets to the gun show? Hooah! Hooah! Hee! Hooah! Jacked. All right, Leonardo, asking, you shall receive.
When you're ready, come and get it.
Luis Cesar Vargas, thank you for stopping in. Zach Collins at the line. Everyone's searching for that special something in the draft. But for the Spurs, is the answer building around Victor just plain old shooting? I think that's what a lot of Spurs fans, well, maybe not a lot, but some Spurs fans would like to see Rashaad Shaggy be drafted by the Spurs because we need floor spacing like nobody's business. We've seen the Rockets do this to us twice and really doing it tonight, just keeping Wemby completely out of the game. What's up, Stevie 2 times? Thank you for stopping in. I don't know about the lyric. I know nothing about the arena size. Did Marlon just get a foul on the inbound pass? I think he did. Johnny, I've seen some people say they want Matthias. He's got a. It's not a common name. Is that Matthias Basalis or I don't know how to say it. A lot of Spurs fans are wanting Trae Young from the Atlanta Hawks. Listen, if it happens, I'll root for him. When he's winning silver and black, I'll be Trae Young's #1 fan. Maybe not #1, but I'll be rooting for him. My concern is the Hawks are going to want way too much for him. And I just... Wow. Wemby back in the game. All right. Dr. Phil, if he keeps playing like this, it'll hurt his Rookie of the Year campaign. One bad game here and there is not going to do it. Multiple bad games will. Both free throws good. Spurs ball down 72-65. This is the biggest lead in the night for the Rockets. Our third quarter woes continue. Brandon for 3 gets blocked. Ball's going to go out of bounds. It's going to stay with the Spurs. Man, Brandon can't do crap lately. Malachi has 2 points tonight. And what do you have, like 4 last night? He had 3 games in a row over 20. And now the dude can't score to save his freaking life. Yes, Jedi is back, Cowboy X Factor, and so are you. Thank you for stopping in. Spurs down by 7. Wesley with the ball. 4 on the shot clock, takes off into the paint. Layup off the glass. Good. Blake, do that more. Attack the rim. Oh, it's a car. We saw Blake attack the rim earlier, just took it up the paint and threw down a hard thunder dunk of justice. Go get it more. Fred VanVleet drives in the paint, tosses it off, and Jeff Green tries to dunk it on Wemby, and nope, doesn't get blocked. Just missed everything. Spurs ball. Mama gets it over to Devin Vassell. Vassell almost lost the pass. Gets it back 16 on the shot clock. 72-67. Both teams in the bonus. Vassell one-on-one with Jeff Green. Drops it back off to Mamu. Back to Vassell. Devin drive. Baseline jumper. Long offensive rebound. Falls in the hands of Malachi Branham. Back to Wemby for three. Finally. Wemby finally hits a shot. Hits a three. He'd been, what, over three at that point? 72-70. Lead cut to two. VanVleet one-on-one with Wemby. That's a mismatch for Wemby. He's going to blow right by him. He doesn't watch it. Nope. Passed it out to Green. Green fakes the three. Takes off into the paint. Throws up a brick. Gets fouled. Going to the line for two. He Nuff bottles it. He did bit a three. He hit a three, yes. That's right, Greg. Mr. Fourth Quarter. I don't know if anybody else called him that, but I started calling him Mr. Fourth Quarter back in the Suns game. That was right at the start of the season, I think. Mr. Fourth Quarter, we need him. Wemby's a ways off of 15. Is Smith Jr. still playing? Ekra, I saw Jabari Smith Jr. is in there right now. So anybody new to the channel, we've got the game clock above us, the score above us. First free throw is good. To your right, my left, the players that are on the court are right here, and also the TSR Sports Twitter handle, X handle, whatever it's called, TSR Sports 50. Follow me on there. If you just like to also be aware when things get posted, I post all the YouTube videos on there, and also people certainly are welcome to private message me. Might not get back to you right away, but I will get back to you probably within 24 hours. Makes both free throws, 74-70. Right here. Right here. Spurs ball. Wesley drives in the paint, gets it to Mamu. Mamu with a... I don't know if I want to call it a dunk because he didn't throw it down clean. I always cheer you up. Glad to hear that, Cowboy X Factor. I hope people have fun on this channel. I certainly do. Try to have fun. Jabari Smith Jr. with the ball right now. Pull-up jumper over Wemby. He's a little short. Spurs ball. We can tie it up. Actually, probably should 2-for-1 us. Dream some of us have. Good evening, too. Wemby for three. In-and-out burger. Clearly going for a 2-for-1 there. There's about a 6-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Oh, gosh. Brian Cashman and Aaron Boone. I don't even want to say their names again, Carlos. They're terrible. Holiday with the pull-up jumper. Good. Holiday. All right, I'm not happy about the shot. Just singing some old school Madonna for some reason. Wesley drives in the paint. Very off-balance, awkward runner. No good. Spurs get the ball back. And doesn't matter. The shot clock or the game clock expired. We'll go to the fourth quarter. The Spurs are down by 4. And once again, the third quarter is not the Spurs' friend. Not as bad as last night. But still down. And down by 4. Going to go see the Cowboys and Saints play this year. Unfortunately, we're getting shredded. You never know. Anything's possible. Thanks for the earworm. What'd I do, Greg? Attention to chat. Nelly Jade is serving drinks to everyone 21 plus if you're younger. Please go. No, what? Let's get the quarter up. Q4 in the house. Time for the Spurs to wake up. They need to get chucked right now. Seriously chucked. I like a wrench gang too. I like everybody here. Whether you're wrench or not wrench, you're all welcome. What happened in that third quarter? The Spurs got outscored 32-25. So much like last night, the Spurs outscored their opponent in the first quarter. And in the second quarter and third quarter, we get outscored 20-17 in the second, 32-25 in the third. We got outscored 52-42 in the middle two quarters. Luckily, it's only a 4-point game, whereas the Warriors last night, the game was essentially over after the third. The Spurs are certainly not out of this one yet. Got to start playing better. No, not nowhere near as bad as last night. Just set up Wemby the whole rest of the season up. No, they're not going to do that. They're not sitting him for the rest of the year. Do need fourth quarter Wemby. Kari Davis, good evening to you. TSR, if it's an AT&T, I just don't want the owner getting money for being motor crew. Can you blame me? What? Which one? Are you talking about Jones? Tommy says the Rockets won the game by 10? Yes, he is, Spurs Nation. Is a hot dog a sandwich? Technically it is, but I don't think it is. I have another call. Somebody wants to see baby headband Grogu. Come on, buddy, get up there. Ugh. 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 What be with you? What a world! What a world! Ooh. Oh. Mm. Hey. Hey. 76-72. Dilly. Spurs ball. Wemmy with it. 11 on the shot clock. Gets it over Malachi Branham. Branham back to Wemmy. Wemmy double teamed. Drives and gets the dunk. Reaches over everybody and just gets it in.
Thunder dunk of justice.
Time for Mr. Fourth Quarter to show up. Sleepy, I am, Jedi. Yes, I am. 2-point game. Jalen Green for a long three, and that's not what we needed. Esvel, I can't believe you are still awake. Blake Wesley flies by everybody, gets in the paint, misses a layup. Ball on the ground, gets it. Mamu with the hustle to get it back to Blake. Blake with the finish in the paint. Let's come on, Spurs. I don't want to lose to that. Whoa! We got a $50 super chat in the chat. Eduardo Guerrero says, "Hey Zach, our Spurs are stumbling more than a baby giraffe on ice, but your commentary is a soft landing we all need. Great job as always. Tuning in all the way from Honduras. Fourth quarter is ours. Let's go Spurs." I think he was talking to Zach in the chat. My name is Rich, but I think you already know that. But Eduardo, thank you so much. That was very generous of you. I think that's the second time this month you've dropped a 50 on the channel. Wow. Just thank you. Thank you. Thank you. You didn't have to do that, but you did, and I truly appreciate it. As Sam Penny goes for a huge dunk and misses it and goes flying out of bounds. Spurs ball. Back to Branham for three. Damn it, Malachi. Mamba with the hustle offensive board. Back to Malachi. Malachi in the paint. Finally gets a shot. Timeout, Rockets. Spurs up 81-79. Calvin, good evening to you. That was chaotic, but the Spurs have taken the lead. And Eduardo, I got to give you one of these for the $50 super chat. You, my friend, get a boop. Boop. That's a live coyote boop for you. Any chance you come up with something to use the money for super chats you get from Parker? So what are you super chats for, Cowboy X Factor? Because I'm very transparent with you guys. The NBA League Pass, super chats have already paid for that. I have bought Sling on occasion, so I could stream things. I'll have to buy Sling again for a month, and it's not overly expensive. Sling is $40. Occasionally, we've bought equipment for the channel. We got the light here. We got the microphone. This laptop was bought with super chats a few years ago. Probably going to need a new laptop soon, so I'll probably use the super chats to buy a new laptop this summer if I feel like this one's not going to cut it anymore. It still works, but it still seems to work fine. But I might be on the lookout for a new one. The 5-year anniversary of TSR Sports is coming up on April 5th. April 5th, 2024 will be 5 years on YouTube for the channel. So I'll also probably use the super chats to do something nice for you guys and some kind of giveaway. I just have no idea what yet. Unfortunately, Miss TSR Sports is going to be out of town at that point, so I will not be able to share that. She won't be here to share that with me, the 5-year anniversary, but I'm sure we can celebrate before or after. So, yeah. The time watching you through your laptop. Vassell's playing, Lewis. He's not playing well. Kelvin Johnson is out. Stomach illness, so he must have the poops or something. Vassell's playing. He's just playing terrible. You have this Tim Duncan jersey? That's actually some other stuff I've used super chats on. I've used super chat to buy the Duncan jersey on the wall, the Kelvin jersey in the closet. So I have bought stuff that's Spurs related, not necessarily the channel, but sort of for the channel because it's on display here. This guy gonna stress me? Who? Me? How many points the Giant have? You talking about Wemby? You gotta be talking about Wemby. He's the biggest guy out there. Wemby has 10 points, 8 boards, and 5 assists on 4 of 9 shooting. He's had a hard time getting his shot off tonight because the Rockets are smothering him almost every time he touches the ball, getting double teamed and or triple teamed. Benjamin, I got a Hewlett Packard Core i7. I think it was a 7th generation when I bought it. And Coyote is on the court dancing, and well, he's dancing. S. Hogan, I'm drinking water if we're talking drinks. Just Masagua. Car in H-Town. On your channel's 6-year anniversary, Spurs will be in the playoffs. They might be, JS. They might be. It's been a crazy 5 years. It's been a little up and down in points, mostly because of me, just mistakes I've made in the past, and hopefully continue to learn from mistakes and move forward and just turn this into the best channel we can make it be. Fred VanVleet out in three-point land. Spurs up 81-79. VanVleet going to take off. Kicks it out to Brooks. Brooks is going to hit. That was a 3. Dang it, Dylan Brooks. No, it's Agua, Leonardo. It's water. I don't like hard alcohol. Rum, tequila, vodka. No, I can't. No. Wemby with the ball right now. Guarded by Brooks. Back to Champagny. 6 on the shot clock. Champagny's going to drive. Turn around, spin around, jumpers off the rim, no good. Mambo with the offensive board and put back. Mambo playing with some energy. As usual. They are doing great, Cowboy X Factor. It's useful living in Europe. Everything is close. Well, okay then. It's good to know. Rockets ball. Jalen Green drives the paint. Block for Wemby. Victor brings out the court, gets it to Wesley. Wesley flies in the paint. Reverse layup. Good. Good luck keeping up with Blake Wesley in transition, my friends. Good luck. He is F-A-S-T. Fast. Spurs on an 11-3 run in the last 2 minutes and 20 seconds. Up by 3. VanVleet with the ball right now, guarded by Blake. Pick and roll with Jacques Landale. Wesley into the paint. And just misses the layup, and we're going to have a late whistle. Zach, I will not be streaming the NFL draft. I will not. So what I'm going to do for the NFL draft, because with Giants content, I prefer doing the shorts now. Actually, the Giants content is doing better than it ever has. At least the shorts that we've been putting up. Now we have that one video that's in question. We don't know what's going to happen with that. And Bleacher Report, that can end up getting a lot of views. I'm just happy to see the Giants content, even though it's short, starting to do better because I love the Giants. But I just don't like talking football like I do basketball. So where I can do those 8 to 10 minute videos on the Spurs, for the Giants, 60 seconds or less. I'm in and I'm out. VanVleet at the line for 2 first ones good. I will do a reaction to the Giants draft pick. And I'll probably be watching it over Miss TSR's because I don't have ESPN. And she said, well, just watch it over here. Okay. Works for me. I will be live for the NBA draft. Both nights, I don't know yet. That really annoys the crap out of me that it... Don't get me started. 85, 84, 8.5 minutes to go. We're not up to 150 with likes yet, Carlos? What? We're still 7 short. But more people will stop in as the game gets closer. And I have faith we'll get to 150. And if the Spurs win, we should hopefully get to 200 thumbs up. Spurs missed on the other end. It's Rockets ball or it's a turnover. I didn't actually see what happened. And that's a drive and a bucket for... Who the heck is that? Is that Bullock? I barely said his name tonight. Reggie Bullock Jr. with the bucket. Rockets are up by 1 with 8 minutes to go. Mambo with the ball on three-point line, guarded by Jacques Landale. Nice pass to Champagny in the paint. Champagny lost the ball, you Champagny. Brooks for 3. Really? Dylan Brooks dropping 3s on us. Rockets on a 7-0 run in the last minute. Pop's going to call a timeout. What's up, Joe Reyna? Thank you for stopping in. Predict the score at the end, Chris. I'm not going to make a prediction. I just hope this number is higher than that number. You know, not only do I not like Dylan Brooks, he's hitting 3s on us to put the Rockets ahead. That's like a double kick in the jubblies. Double kick. Right in the cucumber and and soybeans. Exchange champagne with Wemby's sister? Sure. Why not? Who's killing the Spurs? Nobody in particular, Leonardo. I think James just nailed it. Spurs are killing themselves. I think I hate the Rockets most out of all the NBA teams. Phil, my least liked team is currently the Lakers. Not because of LeBron, Carlos, just throwing that out there. Because of the super team thing they tried doing with Westbrook, Davis, and James. I hate seeing that type of stuff happen in the NBA. I didn't like it when it was Durant, Curry, and Thompson. I thought that was just, didn't like that. I know people say, well, the Spurs had a super team with, Parker, Ginobili, and Duncan, the three guys we drafted. I had PS1, 2, 3, 4, Xbox, Xbox One, and I play the Xbox Series. I have an Xbox Series S. S? I didn't get the X. I went a little cheaper on the S. I don't game a ton, and I didn't feel the X was necessary, and I turned out to be right. Right now, I've been playing Brotato, and I've beaten the game with 20 potatoes. I think there's still like 20 more potatoes, so that's currently been my game of choice. It's a roguelike game. It's stupid, but for whatever reason, I like the little game. It's just get on there, make a quick 20-minute run with a Brotato, and call it a night. It's a potato that can hold up to 6 weapons. So we're talking about games while we're in a commercial break. I have an Xbox Series S, things that work. Xbox Series S, a PlayStation 2, an Xbox, like the original Xbox. Currently not attached. Wait, Xbox Series S, PlayStation 2, Xbox. Okay. PlayStation 1, Sega Genesis, Sega CD, and an Atari 2600. That's what I have in my house right now. Spill with the Atari as well. Nice. James, I've been saying that for weeks, months on end. Why is Julian Champagnie still starting? He's not a starter, but that's what the Spurs are going with, and dang it. Leonardo, the Wembanyama jersey was actually a gift from a viewer, so I don't know how much it was. A very generous viewer. You know who you are. Got it for the channel, and I never be able to thank you enough. Except for maybe buying you a burger with some fries if I ever meet you out, when I meet you out in Texas. Mama with the ball in the paint, throws it up off the glass, and good. 2-point game. Mama bringing some energy to the Spurs in the fourth quarter. I like it. Looks like Mama's working better with Wemby than Dominic Barlow. So the mouthful names are playing well. Wembanyama and Mamukelashvili. Jacques Lindale gets loose in the paint and throws down a dunk as he was wide open. Vamos, Espuelos, vamos. Champagne is soft as Charmin. Fair enough. Jones pick and roll with Wemby. No, never mind. No switch. 8 on the shot clock for the Spurs. Gets it over to Mamu. Back to Trey Jones. 3 on the clock. Jones going to drive in the paint and misses a layup. Super Nintendo was a good one. Super Mario Kart, still one of my favorite games of all time. The original Mario Kart. Still a classic in my opinion. Still the best one of the series. Jalen Green to Jacques Lindale. Laying down with another dunk. Former teammate Jacques Lindale, back-to-back dunks. Butterfly, good evening to you. We're down by 6. Victor with the ball to Vassell, and Vassell's going to immediately get fouled by Fred VanVleet. Favorite Mario character? Mario? I was recently on Nintendo World at Universal. One of the best experiences I've ever had. 100. I didn't know there was a Nintendo World. Wemby's going to go to the bench. Probably going to get about a 2-minute or so rest. Oh, they're saying we had a shot clock violation on one of the Mamu shots. Are they taking 2 points off the board? So Mamu's shot was just taken away. It's now an 8-point game. Wow. All right. That's the biggest lead of the game for the Rockets. Trey Jones, runner in the paint, off the glass, no good. Smith Jr. for 3, no good. Thank goodness. That would have put it double digits. Malachi Branham going to start to drive baseline. Now drives into the paint. Back out to Trey Jones. Jones back to Branham. Branham thinks about the 3, pulls it down. And to Zach Collins. Collins going to take off in the paint. Bit of a Euro step and gets blocked by Landell. Goes out of bounds. And it's Spurs ball. Wow, Jacques Landell is starting to kill us in the fourth quarter. Apples and bananas, good evening to you. We do need to make some moves. We also have a high lottery pick, maybe 2 lottery picks if the Raptors pick conveys, which I got a feeling it's not going to. This is getting intense. 93-85. We had the lead, not anymore. Lucas Samanic, 7 points, 7 boards. The only struggle is that you have to do it a bunch of walking since the lines are pretty long to get to the right. Oh, you guys are talking about the... Oh, you're talking about the theme park you were talking about earlier. The Nintendo thing. Okay. You know what? Here. I see old school fighting games. Man. Street Fighter 2 Turbo. Mortal Kombat. Those are my Mortal Kombat 2 and Street Fighter Turbo 2 were my jams.
Round 1, fight! Finish him!
Whoa, almost knocked my water over.
Flawless victory, fatality. Scorpion, Sub-Zero, Reptile, Liu Kang, Shao Kahn.
You get the idea. 158 likes, don't stop there. Whoops, I moved my camera. I almost knocked my water over too. Yeah, why couldn't Landell play with that like this for us? Are the Spurs challenging Albert? That's a timeout? Okay. What are the Spurs running on offense? Unleaded. Good evening, Bobby February. Thank you for stopping in. I heard successful challenge. I like TSR Sports action voice would bring excitement to my life every day. My action voice, that was my Mortal Kombat voice. Remember Shao Kahn?
You suck. You weak, pathetic fool.
That's kind of the start of the death metal voice. I started off with Freddy Krueger and Mortal Kombat, and the next thing you know, I'm singing like that. Mortal Spoon 234, nice channel name. Dylan, we'll go over the stats at the end of the game for sure. Spurs ball. Pass deflected out of bounds. Going to stay with the Spurs. 4 seconds on the shot clock. Slap Jones. Well, Wemby's not in the game, for starters. For anybody that's new to the channel, the players that are on the court at this moment are on the right of the screen. While I can't show the game, I try to give you as much information as possible. The play-by-play, the score, who's on the court, and the game clock. And Zach Collins with a little quick turnaround. Jay, good. And I'm slightly ahead. Let's fix that. There we go. 93-87, a little over 5 minutes to go. Rockets up by 6. Jalen Green going to take off, gets it to Jacques Landell. Landell in the paint. Pass it back out to Fred VanVleet. VanVleet will reset the offense with 6 seconds. Drives in the paint. VanVleet pull-up jumper is no good. Down the cell. Bring out the court for the Spurs. We still have a chance to win this game. Vassell over to Malachi Branham. Malachi's not been playing well last night or tonight. Vassell going to drive to the paint. Over to Jones. Back to Branham. Open for 3. Can't make a shot. Oh, Malachi. What happened? He was so good for like a 4-game stretch. Jabari Smith Jr. down the other end from the free throw line. Good. Back to 8 points. Yusuf, good evening to you. This is the home game, Leonardo. It is. Hand over fist. You aren't kidding. You aren't kidding. Whenever he comes out, both ends of the floor. Collins is open for 3. Eight-point game, a little over 4 minutes to go. 8-point lead, I believe, ties the biggest lead of the game for the Rockets. VanVleet for 3. In and out. And Sohan with the rebound. That went in, we would be in serious trouble. Thank goodness it did not. And timeout. Timeout, Pop. Oh, very huge S. Hoagland. Very huge drop off. Devin has been not good tonight. He's 1 of 5 from the field for 2 points. He's got 6 assists, but 1 of 5. Vassell 1 of 5. Collins 2 of 7. Brandon 2 of 7. I've been saying all night, who's going to step up? Carlos Jeter with the $2 super chat. He says, thanks for being the best YouTuber ever. Ricardo, go Spurs, go. Thank you, my friend. Appreciate that. Spurs making Jacques Lindell look like a top 50 player of all time. R-Dub, hopefully he comes back in. I feel like that's why Pop took the timeout to bring him back in. Why do we bench Wemby midway through the fourth quarter every time? Joaquini has played a couple full fourth quarters. I think because of the recent injury, that's and the back-to-back, that's the obvious reason. But he has played full fourth quarters as of late at time. Malachi minus 15 tonight, minus 20 last night. Wow. No, not Freddy Krueger. Oh, Freddy. Oh, I love Freddy.
You are all my children now.
Good times, good times, good times.
I'll kill you slow. Maybe for now, but when you wake up, it's back in the saddle again.
All right. Anyway, I used to have a Freddy glove I would play with on streams. You got the ball to Wemby, Wemby in the paint, and one. Jared, that voice should be scary. It's supposed to be scary. It's my Freddy impression. All right, and one. Let's go. Come on, Mr. Fourth Quarter.
You've got the body. I've got the brain.
All right, anyway. Wemby hits the free throw, 3-point play, 5-point game. Versace is a guaranteed bust. Why do you say that, Maury? He's projected to be a top 3 pick. Some mock drafts have him going number 1. Is it because of his size, no defense? Jalen Green drives in the paint, goes for the tomahawk. There's a huge dunk and doesn't get it, but a foul. Dylan Brooks has been guarding Vassell at times tonight. Not Vassell. He's been guarding Wemby at times tonight. I don't know what that attempted dunk was, but it's about a foot short on that one. He is going to the line for 2. 95-90 first free throw. No good. Arco, what did you need from Jabari Smith Jr.? Jacques Lindale is coming back in the game, and he has been playing well tonight against his former team. Hey man, how you going to see the game when you're looking at the ceiling, bro? Sure enough, we got the Wemby stats at the end of the game, which is almost over. We have 3.5 minutes to go. It's been a rough game for him, though. The Rockets have double-teamed him at the regular. No, Juan, that was my voice. I'm a death metal singer, so no, those are my Freddy Krueger voices. Definitely not a soundboard. I'm trying to think what I could say. So into Trey Jones. Jones, 4 on the shot clock, drives. Alley-oop to Wemby, no good.
It's a foul. Only you can hit the thumbs up.
There you go. Is that better? It's clearly not a soundboard.
No soundboard here. I'm the one you fear.
I don't know. Let me get some water in my throat here, Carlos. I'm out 96-90. The Spurs are down 96-90, and there's like 3 minutes or something, and these guys suck. Like, they have like 50 losses and like 11 team wins. Why do you guys watch this team? They stink. I don't know. Is that okay?
We're taking over this town.
Definitely a Pantera fan myself, Marauders. Rich, when you move to Texas, I have a good gift for you. Joe, I don't think that's probably not ever happening. There you go, Veronica. I got to move the microphone away because it's going to be loud. Marco! Nelly! Hopefully the mic didn't clip because it seems to have trouble when I do that. You're welcome, Carlos. Well, Hurricane Megan, I think that's the point. They are dubbed. Yeah, I haven't done impressions on this video for this channel for a long time, but I also have my little Star Wars mix. I get it up here if I get the clock going.
If you only knew the power of the dark side. Oh, happy I can.
There you go. Missed by Wemmy. It is Rockets ball up by 6. They got the ball in the Jacques Landale. Landale one-on-one with Wemmy. Going to pass it right back to Fred VanVleet. And now a whistle on Sohan. Thank you, Isabel. All right, Adriel, I will show you the game.
Sucker!
Well, Jared, I can show that game. Oh, gosh, Shaq.
Hey, this is Shaq. Spurs are down 96-90. I ain't to find myself a donut. Where's Chuck at?
Oh, man, Jabari Smith Jr. for 3. 9-point lead. That's the biggest lead of the game for the Rockets. As soon as I was doing my Shaq, he shut me up with it. Spurs' next game is Friday they're playing the Nuggets at 8:30 p.m. Eastern. I'll be live because, well, I'm a Spurs fan and I try to cover every game I can. Try as many games as I can. 6 on the shot clock for the Spurs. Jones out 3-point land, starts to drive. Back in 3-point land. Shot clock violation. Tracy Benji should get one more rebound. Spurs, I don't know what, for people, what the hell he's doing. Shot clock was running down and he's standing out 3-point land. Then he actually looked like he stopped dribbling. VanVleet drives in the paint and throws the ball to Jeremy Sohan. He's not on your team. Sohan, coast to coast, layup, good. Sohan running his own break. Okay. Lance, I don't know if Miss TSR will be here on Friday. She's been dog sitting for her mom, and her mom just extended her vacation by a few days, so this will be 2 weekends in a row that Miss TSR will not be able to spend the weekend at my house, and I am very sad. But it is what it is. Landale drives in the paint. Block from Wemby! Spurs on the run again. They almost turned it over. Champagne with the save. Gets it a sell for 3. If you're going to hit a shot and come to life when the team needs you the most. Senor, he just got a 3. So now he's got 5. And I like Chipotle as well, even though I haven't had it in a long time. 4-point game. Let's go. Come on, Spurs. Come on, Schwartz. VanVleet for 3. No good. Both teams with 2 timeouts. 1 minute and 5 seconds to go in the game. Vassell bring it up for the Spurs. 1 minute to go. Then over to Sohan. He's going to take a 3. It's not really the guy I want taking threes when we need a big 3. I mean, Jeremy's hit some 3s today, but 10 seconds on the shot clock, and the Rockets are going to milk it, as they should. Jalen Green out 3-point land. Pick and roll Jacques Landale. To Jacques Landale. Landale, the free throw line jumper. No good. Wemby with the rebound. Spurs got to get it up the court fast. Trey Jones sprinting up the court. Back out to Wemby. Wemby for 3. Air ball. Sohan with the rebound. Sohan with the little jumper. Good. And 1. Oh my. Lance of this game is... Do Spaceballs impressions. I knew it. I'm surrounded by jump balls. I don't want to swear. 99-97. Oh my goodness. Jeremy Sohan at the line for one. Was he humping the iron, Phil? I didn't catch it, and I don't want to see it. If you have not hit the thumbs up, please do so. This has been a fantastic game, and glad to have you here. You made the free throw. Full court defense for the Spurs. We got a foul now. Wemby with the foul. Holiday going to the line. Aaron Holiday. 99-98. Is he going to the line? No. No, that's a non-shooting foul. The next one will be a shooting foul, so the Spurs got a foul again. We'll get into Jalen Green. Trey Jones with the foul. Oh my goodness. The Spurs probably should have won this game. We had the lead. Well, I shouldn't say probably should have. I mean, we're down, so I can't really say anything. We're close to 200 thumbs up now, my friends. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up. And if you are a Spurs fan, why haven't you subscribed already? We have the best Spurs community on YouTube. That's right. I will give you guys compliments. I will never say I'm the best Spurs channel because I'm not like that, but I will say you guys are the best. And the first free throw is good. Penalty, I would love to see him miss the free throw. We get the ball, and then we get a last-second three to win the game. The pressure getting to you, Bennett. Taiwan, good evening to you. I think it's from Taiwan, right? JP, thank you for stopping in. Collins is checked back in. Collins is checking in? All right, they're going big for the rebound. Collins and Wemby out there. Jalen Green at the line for one more. He made it. Pop's going to call timeout. Timeout. No spoilers. No spoilers. Timeout. 3-point game. And this is going to be a buzzer shot for the tie, in overtime, or a loss. 3-point shot, I got to think it's being taken by Devin Vassell or Wemby. It's got to be one or the other. Both teams in the bonus. You know what would be great? A 3-pointer at the buzzer and an and one, and we win on a free throw with 0 on the clock. I'm going to have to stop looking at the chat because sometimes you guys are a little ahead, and to avoid spoilers, with all due respect, as Coyote's busting a move as he should be, so we'll block the chat real quick. Just under 8 seconds left. Rockets fans, if there are any in the chat, good game no matter what happens. You guys have defended Wemby hard tonight. Really making him work for the little bit he's been able to get. 13 points on 5 of 12 shooting. You've given him no space, so you are literally drawing the blueprint on how to shut Victor Wembanyama down. They're showing the top 5 three-pointers made for the Spurs this season. Well, number 2 is Kelvin. He's not in the lineup. Number 4 is Doug McDermott. He's not even on the team. So there is that. All right, Spurs fans, let's go. Last play of the game, possibly. Or we're going to overtime. Zip. And a foul? They just fouled Trey Jones? They sending us to the line? Trey Jones is going to the line. I did not expect that. Intentional foul. Hang on to your underwear. They fouled. I did not expect that. I guess it's smart. I didn't think they would foul us. So they put Trey Jones at the line, which means we're going to have to foul them again. Or does he miss the second one on purpose? Does he miss the second one on purpose? Or make it and then foul the Rockets? I think he's going to make it. Yeah, he made them both. Rockets ball. Full court defense by the Spurs. Timeout. Another timeout. One timeout left. Wow, 101 to 100. What a crazy ending to this game, my friends. Not over yet. This is about as tense as it gets. Good ending, good game. Hopefully Spurs can get their 15th win of the year for the home crowd. You know, where's Manu Ginobili at? Manu, get in the game. Get Manu, Timothy, and Tony in there. Get David in there too with Wemby. How's that for a lineup? David Robinson, Tim Duncan, Victor Wembanyama, Manu Ginobili, and Tony Parker. We would have the biggest front line in the history of the NBA, wouldn't we? I guess you would have David at power forward at 7'1", Timmy David at center at 7'1", Timmy at power forward at 7 foot, 6'11", 7 foot, and then Wemby, I guess, would be small forward at 7'4". Good game tonight. Thank you for all hanging out, my friends. If you are new to the channel, cheap plug again, this is a sports channel, obviously. The basketball team we cover on this channel is the San Antonio Spurs. Also cover the New York Giants for football. Probably going to start covering the Yankees again at some point as a Yankees fan as well. But if you're a Spurs fan and you haven't hit the subscribe, we have an awesome Spurs community, and we'd love to have you join it. Get your thoughts on games when we're doing live streams, or just analysis videos on trades you liked, or signings that you liked or didn't like, so forth and so on. It'll be Rockets ball. 7.3 seconds left on the clock. 101 to 100. Both teams in the bonus. Both teams with one timeout. Wemby will defend the inbounds pass. And let me, Reggie Bullock's going to be one throwing it in for the Rockets. We get into Van Fleet. Trey Jones falls down. They're trying to get the foul, and finally Wemby will get the foul. The clock isn't running. Shoot. 4 seconds to go. Aaron Holiday at the line for two. The game's not over yet, Joa Vitor, but it's darn close. 4 seconds left. 2 free throws coming up for Holiday. Come on, miss it, miss it, miss it, miss it. No, he didn't miss it. I didn't hear what his free throw percentage is for the year, but I heard he's a very good free throw shooter. So if he makes this free throw, Pop's going to call another timeout. And this game's never going to end, apparently. Second free throw. Made it. Pop's calling a timeout. Yep, Mr. Z, Robert, or a big shot Bob. Back in another timeout. This is the last timeout for the Spurs. Come on. This is it. This is it. Let's make it happen. Let's first get to 200 thumbs up.
Go Spurs, go! Go Spurs, go!
And a three-pointer and an and one. Yeah, Armando, this has been the longest 20 seconds ever. Darabo, thank you for stopping in. Best role player in NBA history. You know, Mr. Z, you guys have talked about that on YouTube. I haven't seen it. I don't want overtime. But if it happens, it happens. I'll be here to the end. I am quite tired. I've been under the weather for a good portion of the day, so I'm hoping to get to bed soon, but I'd rather my team tie the game and go to overtime with a chance to win than my own personal health. But, right, that's, whatever. Yeah, I said it. Not my own personal health, but yeah, whatever. I can't put my sentence together. 4 seconds to go. Spurs are on the bonus. Could the Rockets intentionally foul? Jeremy Sohan is going to inbound it for the Spurs. We'll have to ignore the chat for a moment until the game is over. Sohan into Del Vassell and immediately fouled. Jeez. And he hit the three and it's not going to count. Or is... Vassell hit that shot and it's not going to count. Wow. He hit the corner three and they fouled him before the shot. You dirty sons of... Made the first free throw. They got to Vassell and he hit the three, but it didn't count because they fouled him before the shot. I was praying in my head that's going to be an and one and a continuation, but no continuation. And he's going to have to miss this now, right? This is an intentional miss. They got Wemby in there. Collins in there. He's got to miss this. He's got to miss this. And if he makes it, there's just not enough time. I think it's going to be an intentional miss. Yep. Didn't hit the rim. He might have caught. It's game over. Wow. That sucked. GG, Rockets fans. Wow. He hit that three on the inbounds pass with 4 seconds left, and the foul was right before the shot. Vassell intentionally missed a second free throw, and the Rockets end up getting us 103 to 101. If you could hit the thumbs up on the way out, greatly appreciate it. Let's go over the end of game stats because that's what we do here. Actually, we did get the 200 thumbs up. Thank you so much. I appreciate it, my friends. End of game stats for the Spurs. Bum, 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 bum. And the Rockets will start with the Rockets first. Smith Jr. with 15 points and 9 boards. Thompson with 6 points. Brooks with 14. Van Fleet with 21, 7, and 7, plus 2 steals and 2 blocks. Very solid game by Fred Van Fleet. Green with 16, 7, and 5 off the bench. The other Green with 8. Bullock with 2. Tate with 2. Landale with 11 points against his former team. And Holiday with 8 for our San Antonio Spurs. Champagne with 10. Struggle from the floor, though. 3 of 9. Sohan with 21 points, 8 rebounds. Wemby with 13 and 10, so another double-double, plus 6 assists and 2 blocks. The Rockets were smothering him all night, though. 5 of 12 from the field, 2 of 7 from beyond the arc. He just couldn't get any shots off, so started chucking threes. Trey Jones was very solid, 24 points, 5 assists, 3 steals on 9 of 15 shooting. Quiet night from Devin Vassell, 6 points on 2 of 6 shooting. I wonder if his hip is still bothering him. Spurs have a couple games off for him to get healthy. Certainly could use Keldon back as well. He was out tonight. Off the bench, Collins with 7, but an ineffective 2 of 7 from the field. Mamu with 6, Barlow with 0, Graham with 0, Branham with 4. He's disappeared as of late. Branham with a team worst minus 15, 2 of 7 shooting, and 2 turnovers. Really didn't give us much tonight. And Blake Wesley, 10 points, 3 boards, 3 assists, no turnovers. And Blake Wesley has been, getting some assists here and there off the bench, and it's turned the ball over very, very little. His ball security has jumped leaps and bounds this season. In the end, it doesn't matter. The Spurs lose 103-101 to their in-state rival, the Houston Texans. We have exactly 210 likes to 2-0. Nice. Appropriate. That's all I got, my friends. Spurs play the Nuggets on Friday, 8:30 p.m. Eastern. I will be back live for that game. A tough loss. What are you going to do? So, if you get the thumbs up on the way, I would appreciate it. Hope you all have a wonderful night. Until next time, on behalf of myself, Selena, Headband Grogu, and Baby Coyote, what you going to do when TSR Sports runs wild on you? Go Spurs, go!